Hello, Internet! I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are joining me for some more art stream commissions, and I'm trying to get everything paused here so I'm not wasting too much of our resources. Also, I need to get us some musics going. I was not late. Shut up. You're crazy. Here we go. Hopefully this is at an acceptable volume. I gotta check. Like, that might be a little loud. Anywho, it's been a while. I'm really sorry I've been away lately. I've been really busy. My parents were out of town. And, I had to watch the doggos. It's a thing that happened. And the dolphin has just popped into this chat. I see. Well, Burning Dolphin has jumped in. Hello there. So I'm playing, Metroid Prime Trilogy's soundtrack. Game that should have gotten announced at the Game Awards. Granted, you know, among everything else, because nothing was announced at the Game Awards. Game Awards sucked. People are jokingly calling it the lame awards this year. It was terrible. Freaking terrible. How you doing, Cameron? Thanks for YouTube for the 30-second unskippable ad. What's with YouTube lately? Really. Anyway, we are gonna color Dire Morales. It sounds like fun. You know, I'm gonna jump into the Wycademy lobby. Should have done that anyway. Feels bad, man. Squad fam just sent me a message too. Yeah, it's a little too late, so Squad's probably not gonna be able to join us. Well, it's a bummer. All right, so anyway, I am in the yeah, Reggie's speech was the only thing that made the show, which is. Yeah, that's a problem. We gotta talk about, you know, someone who doesn't even work in a game industry anymore giving a speech.
Hey, dropping it to say hi.
Oh, just kidding, he is here. I was just telling them, this squad's not gonna make it, we're gonna die.
Yeah, but I can't see a stream and not come.
Okay. I did jump
Also,
on pretty quick.
Yeah, you did. Also, slick haircut, by the way.
Thank you! I have a job interview tomorrow. It's just for a contract thing, 10-month, but still, you know, it would be more helpful than the nothing coming in right now with this contract thing I've been doing right now, so.
Well, best of luck, my man.
I appreciate it. So hopefully that pans out.
Yeah.
This is messed up. JK Flay, welcome. Hey, I don't know what you're drawing, but it looks like it could blast out some beats with the tubes on its back. This is Dire Morales from Monster Hunter. If Joe shows up, I might get permission to start coloring his project too. His was hidden. He wanted me to work on it without you guys seeing it. He was a little nervous about it.
And I've jumped in.
Oh, speak of the devil. Nope, this is Ronan. I had to jump back over and check. I'm like, hold on, I was just talking about Joe potentially jumping in.
I was about to say, were you confusing me with Joe again?
I'm sorry!
Excuse me?
Excuse you. Hold on.
Excuse you?
Yeah, excuse me. Dire's...
Okay. That was Joe that time. I wasn't saying all that.
Wait, hold on. What? Joe's here too? Yeah, Joe is here too. Shut up! Like, who are you making fun of me
He's the one
for?
who said excuse
You're
you, not
both
me.
Here. Well, excuse me,
I mean-
princess.
I mean,
You get us all confused. It's hilarious. I'm just here listening in the background. You don't even notice me until you start talking about me.
Come
I
on.
mean,
I'll
I'm
give.
I have to
Because I'm
say
so
something.
If you saw how many windows I got pulled up right now, you'd understand.
I mean, to
Can
give
you
some
not
credit to
tell by
Hamster, you two
voice?
kind of sound the same. To me, at least.
Yeah, we need at least
Would you
one of the
prefer
two
I
you
talk
guys
in a funny voice in your streams
one
instead?
One of the two of you guys needs to do this so that I can tell the difference between you guys when you're talking over.
Or you should-
How are you? My name's Rowan.
Well, you can't.
I don't know.
Never mind. Let's just try and keep this up for the entire stream.
Cameron,
Okay.
that's the biggest thing I'm disappointed in, honestly. I'm like, I just wanted to see this finally get revealed that Cosmos is in Smash, because like, it's like Kim's favorite character, and they're just waiting. It's driving me nuts. So hopefully we'll find out sooner or later. Like, we were expecting a Nintendo Direct, like, to be announced in the past couple days, but now it's so close to the holiday, they're probably gonna wait till January. Like, Come on! The fighter pass is gonna be done in February, so we're gonna know about a character, then like weeks later they're gonna come out? That's insane. Just a mess. Is Dyer more of a grayish brown color? I'm trying to grab a color right now that's good for him. If he knows what's good for him.
I thought it was like a pitch black around some spots.
Yeah, I think he might be completely black in some spots, but I'm looking at a photo shot from in-game, and it looks like he's mostly... Let me see if this is close. Okay, I think
feel
that's too colorful. He's not that brown.
I mean,
I'm gonna
he
desaturate
is based on a volcano.
He's gray
dragon.
black.
Yeah, he is grayish black, but I think it's got like a little tint of brown to it. I'm gonna go...
Towards the legs and arms, he has
There
a
we
little
go.
bit of a brown because of all the lava.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna... Because I can't color with black because I inked in black, so I'm gonna use grays and browns to try and fill him in. Anyway, yeesh, I've had a crazy weekend because I told you guys I was gonna start streaming Monster Hunter the day after the VGAs, and that clearly didn't happen because apparently the night of the VGAs my parents were taken off for a trip they really didn't want to go to. They had to take care of some stuff in Florida, and left me with their dogs. I love the dogs, but
Yeah.
yeah, I can't stream when I have them, you know? So,
Understood.
yeah, I was trapped with that, which means now I've been sitting on all this Monster Hunter content I could be filming for so long. And, like, I had stuff to do this morning, and I have stuff to do tomorrow. So I only had a little bit of time. I figured I would at least jump in and tell you guys, like, hey, like, give you a little bit of a story catching up while doing an art stream, because I've got several of these commissions to do. So hopefully, you know, I'll be able to get some time on this. But I want to do Monster Hunter soon. Also, I never even got a chance to do that
commissions,
vlog. What?
Speaking of commissions,
Yeah.
I just sent mine in.
Oh, sweet. Sweet,
If
sir. Yeah,
if-
oh, you gotta tell me about this JoJo character, too.
Yeah, if we can jump in some other time and I can tell you a bit about it.
Yeah,
Just-
let me see, because hold on, I have, I'm finishing Dyer, hopefully today, we'll see. I don't think he's gonna be that hard to color, because he's mostly this one. It's gonna be the reds and, me shading with the gray that's gonna change him up, make him a little tougher. But after this, I have to color Joe's, which we might do. That's totally up to you, Joe, if you want to color it here. Honestly, I don't think you need to be, like, worried about it anymore. But that's, if you don't want to talk about it on here, that's fine. But,
It's fine.
okay, so if we finish and you're cool with it, then we can move on to color that. Then that'd be cool if we can get to that point. Because anyway, after that one, the reason I'm bringing this up, squad, is then I'm open for the next one to do. Because I don't think I've heard back from Girl Without a Fury yet, so you would be in before.
Yeah, but if it's okay with you, I'd prefer if we were to do it another time, since it's getting late here.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do it today. I have
Okay,
way
good.
too many of these other ones.
Yeah, and plus tomorrow's the last day of school before we start. our
Oh, you
holidays.
break, yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah,
My weekend was berserk.
What was Berserk?
My weekend, I was helping my sister pack.
Mm,
She's moving, so.
moving
yeah.
out?
Yeah, out of the crumbing apartment into her own house she bought with her boyfriend.
Huh, that's nice, though.
I'm happy. Yes. However, it was. I will never look at boxes the same way.
What does that mean? You get stuffed inside
did.
one?
He did this bad stuff to the boxes, or the boxes did the bad stuff to him.
I'm thinking
It's a real tragic backstory, man.
where did the boxes
No.
touch you?
I mean, the boxes did get ripped apart a few times, and it was a hassle to clean up the mess every time we
Oh.
brought one down, and it just exploded onto the floor. I'm just looking around at the mess.
Yeah, I agree. That is pretty essential.
I just got this
What?
image in my head of like one person who's like that was the last straw on their very bad day, and they just drop all their stuff and they're like, "All right, that's it."
Oh, that got depressing quick.
Whip out a revolver, you're like, that's it, I'm done.
Whenever HamsterBomb gets something stuck inside his head, you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you start
Also-
saying something very normal and I start giggling to myself, it's not gonna be an okay statement. Which reminds me,
Ross-
okay, here, I gotta tell you guys something. This is great. So, I've been not sleeping lately, like, at all, and Kim's been even saying I must be having a lot of nightmares because I keep muttering to myself and saying things in my sleep. And the most recent one, I said something that had her burst out laughing, trying to figure out what the heck I was dreaming about or referring to. And since she couldn't figure it out, she couldn't sleep. So I inadvertently had such a weird nightmare that she couldn't take it. Here, I'm gonna try and do a rendition of what she told me I did. I was like, no. Well, I guess we have to keep it. What does it mean? I have no recollection of this dream at all.
You found the producer of the Uncle Milk.
No!
I guess
we have to keep it. Oh God.
Also, I took up what you said and I tracked down my package.
Yeah?
Apparently, they didn't send a notification in the mail, but they still have my package, and it was about to be sent back like 3 days whenever I picked it up. They told me, "Oh, this has been here for a bit."
Your PS4, right?
Yep, I'm playing it right now.
Oh, good. Okay. I was gonna say, like, this better not end in a horror story where, you know,
It's been sent back.
You know, because that's happened to the PO box where people send
they
me
ate
stuff, and like, I had this one thing. Now, oh man, bless Iris. She had to ship me something twice. She had something that was here. I'm not joking. 3 days. I was not able to pick it up during those 3 days, and they shipped it back to her. I never got a message, nothing.
Yeah,
Kick them in the ribs.
I'm thankful I got a few games with it though. I bought one today, and it came with a game, so I'm happy. Although I may not get Monster Hunter on it because I already have Monster Hunter on the computer, and I don't know if I can transfer the data or
I don't
not.
think you can. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that would be just a
understandable,
waste
though.
of time.
I
Do
might
you
get-
know? Do you have PS Plus? I don't know what the new game is for free. If they're doing that.
No,
'Cause
I
they
didn't
did
get.
Last of Us for the fall, which was amazing.
I did get The Last of Us with the game. It's like the remastered version.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what I got with the PS4. And I bought
so it just came.
Bloodborne.
That's sweet.
And I got Bloodborne the day because I thought I would want a game to go.
Someone's broadcasting accidentally.
So I might be getting a Switch
I
this
think it's
Christmas.
Joe.
I might be getting a Switch this Christmas.
Really?
Yeah. Been waiting for it a long time, but didn't want to buy it instantly because I wanted a few games to come out on it first.
This is
So you're gonna have a Switch miss?
Switch
Yes,
Miss.
I'm gonna-
Merry Switch Miss. This is probably my favorite video game console so far, which should really be saying a lot considering how old I am.
Yeah, but the reason why I'm getting it so late is because I'm not really a big fan of most of the Nintendo franchises.
Oh no. What's wrong
Yeah,
with you?
Everything.
Aside from that.
Everything plus one. I mean,
Oh,
I
okay.
don't hate them. I don't particularly dislike anything.
You just
but
didn't like grow up with them, so you're not as attached to them. That's
Yeah,
understandable.
exactly.
Like a lot of the Nintendo appeal is like nostalgia bias, and it's something that you need to start playing them, and then you'll get it. So
Yeah, I
I
was
see
thinking
that.
of Pokemon. I was thinking of the next Pokemon generation once I knew the Switch was coming out, but that turned out to be absolute garbage.
Yeah, though, I mean, it is garbage, but I think the Switch library is just so massive right now. It even spills over into Sony and Xbox titles. And there's even a rumor that the Halo trilogy is going to get ported to the Switch. Did you hear about this?
No.
Now, I'm not a Halo fan at all, but just the whole
Neither am I.
concept of that even ever happening, Xbox's
Yeah.
baby being ported to Nintendo, it sounds more like a desperate, attempt at Microsoft getting some sort of sales, because they've really not been doing well. Because Nintendo's been killing it so hard. Sony is even suffering for it. That's why Sony's starting to do some weird stuff to try and mimic Nintendo lately, like with their State of Play-esque Nintendo Directs, and they've been doing other weird stuff lately, trying to do Nintendo-ish things, and it's not really working as well. Microsoft is, like, in a lot of trouble. They're trying to give players, like, great value now, try and give them a good incentive to want to get an Xbox, but even still, like,
Yeah, Xbox.
the
It's
exclusives are just not there,
Yeah, it's not really on my wish list.
Yeah,
of
like,
consoles
nobody
again.
seemed to react at all about the new Xbox announced at the Game Awards, which was
Yeah, everyone's
hilariously bad, by the way. The title
Yeah,
of it.
everyone's roasting the hell out of it. I could send you a couple of memes if you want.
Oh, sweet, good. I'm glad,
It's-
because it looked so stupid. Like, we were watching the trailer, and, like, we had no idea what it actually was supposed to be. And then the name, so, like, the graphics were, I mean, understandably, how are you gonna really impress us anymore? But the problem
Yeah.
was, like, the game, or, like, the system was called, like, Xbox Series X, which in itself is kind of like a tongue twister, when Project Scarlet actually sounded cool.
Yeah. Project Scarlet did sound cool.
I don't know what the
Sorry
heck they
about
were-
that.
Yeah, but at that point, if you're gonna buy that Xbox, you might as well just buy a PC. It's the same size as a PC. It
Right,
looks
but you know
the
what?
exact-
You also, if you honestly just wanted a dedicated system, and you were getting it for video games, you know that Sony has already outright said that their next iteration of the PlayStation will match, if not exceed, the Xbox Project Scarlet. So, there's zero reason to buy it. I feel like they did that just to be a final nail in the coffin to make sure Microsoft is finally out of the gaming, war of the consoles that has started,
Yeah.
years ago. But I mean, I never liked Xbox or Microsoft products and IPs anyway, so
Yeah, neither did I.
no. Like, the only things they really have anymore are things that they've purchased, and it's not really things like Halo, where they're actually getting people to develop for them. It just doesn't happen. It's no good.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
was-
this one's-
I was never really into Halo much either.
No,
It's
it's
the whole
generic.
The only
told
reason
you.
I got into it was because my friend let me play.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
whenever
whole
I
single
played
player-
with friends, they were always like the kind who didn't really teach the controls, and they just thought it was really funny to completely destroy someone who doesn't know what they're doing. But the thing is, like, I would take 2 steps from a respawn point, get shot, die, take
Yeah, that's
forever
not
for it to
fun.
load.
Try again.
Yeah, it is not very welcoming to new players at all, and it also didn't help that I guess I just didn't have very good friends back then, so I got a really bad taste for the game.
Yeah, I
Well,
know how that's like.
I love shooters, but something about Halo doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, it's
I
like
have
the
no
most
idea what-
bare bones basic shooter. I appreciate
Eh.
it for like video game history. I mean, it was really big back then. It was basically the only thing that was Microsoft. So for like, in the talk of like Super Smash Brothers, Master Chief comes up a lot just because of it being like the joke character. Like, there's no way, Master Chief would ever show up to the Nintendo exclusive party, But Bad joke.
I found one of the memes.
Sweet. You can post them in general or something.
Or memes chat.
Oh yeah, we got a memes chat. Sorry,
I sent it.
here, hold on. I'm gonna jump in there. I want to see one. Yes, memes. No, I missed a bajillion messages. I still can't get this on my phone, by the way. What? Why? I don't even get it. Is it Tom and Jerry?
Yeah, it is.
Why?
It looked. It's a box.
Yeah.
Tom is also a box.
Why is Tom a box?
I don't know, Tom and Jerry.
The
Okay, I'll-
punchlineness. Oh, all right. Appeared to be lost on me.
I mean, there is no punchline. It's just making fun of his design and comparing it to Tom.
Yeah, its design sure looked like something that it's just gonna fall over. Was that just me?
Yeah, that looks weird.
What are my thoughts on Frontier? I've never played the Frontier games, so I can't tell you gameplay wise, but I never liked the look of the Frontier monster design.
It's anime over the top to me.
Yeah, it's too much. My love of Monster Hunter stems from them doing like realistic in the sense that I could believe some of these creatures could have evolved over time to look the way that they do.
Yeah.
When you start introducing Frontier monsters, it's dead. It's 100% gone. So I'm.
And didn't one series also completely turn you off in that sense as well? Monster Hunter Generations.
What do you mean series though?
I mean, Monster Hunter Generations. I didn't like it for the hunter arts and some of the monsters.
It really, it took all the realism out of it. Also, there were very few new monsters in Generations, but the ones they added, Astalos, that thing would never happen. You can't tell me that any creature ever through evolution is going to turn into an electric butterfly dragon thing. It'll never work.
Yep.
So,
And Tracks or rocket
yeah,
powered
and then
dragon.
you got like a bubble fox. It's just no.
Okay, that one made a bit more sense.
You know, the one thing I was excited for Generations was the adept style, because I was thinking that it would reward people for kind of being intuitive and reading the monster. But
for
Yeah, but
basically playing like more skill will reward the player, but it ended up the amount of
timing
frames.
was-
Yeah, the timing is too generous.
it's huge.
Yeah.
You know,
Most monsters that I was literally scared to fight in other games were a joke in this game.
Yeah, like
Especially
Rajang.
Glavenus.
Rajang is
And
an
Glavenus.
absolute joke. Yeah, Glavenus.
know what I did do in Monster Hunter 4 was I perfected dodge rolling Rajang's attacks.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah, but that
basic
takes-
iframes. With
Yeah,
the
but that
basic
takes skill.
iframes.
Adam
Yes.
Style doesn't. I remember fighting in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. One of the scariest things I had to do was fight the Frenzy Tigrex in the village quest.
Oh god.
Oh,
I
that's
have
one
no
of the
idea
worst
why-
low rank quests.
But I
Yes.
was so scared of that quest.
That's good. Like here, that's the thing. That's my favorite part about Monster Hunter, being scared.
Yes.
That when they take it away on purpose, that's why I don't like things like Generations, because it was innately trying to turn the game into a faster grind fest with over-the-top anime action fighting. The action and fighting is not what makes the game good. It's more
The
Dark
challenge.
Soulsy to me, where I would
challenge.
rather be beaten up and feel super weak, because the monsters are supposed to be the cool, super strong thing, and you have to somehow overcome them anyway. That's the fun of the game.
How you
the
solve
most-
that in Generations is you just go guild style, no arts, and it's basically just playing the regular games.
Right, but the thing is, since the monsters are all buffed in that to compensate for the hunters, it's like you're playing a crazy hard Monster Hunter that's, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense to even do that, because I've thought about it, and
It's kind of like jumping to high rank. It's actually kind of fun.
yeah, but here's the thing, you do that in solo G rank, and solo G rank in Generations Ultimate is just messed up. It is messed up. It takes an eternity to kill anything.
The first time I went to G rank on Monster Hunter 4, Ultimate. The first thing that really scared me was whenever one of my quests for Rajang turned Apex.
Yeah.
That was when the fear started hitting. And then whenever it had the symbol on it that says a invader will come into the thing, I was thinking
Yeah.
to myself, oh, it's just going to be like a random Zenoga or
Yangaruga.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't-
But whenever
don't-
I went in, it turned out to be a frenzied
Frenzy.
Devil Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Monster Hunter World, but I think that it's missing that specific factor.
Yeah,
Also-
you know what I like? One huge complaint I have about Iceborne. I know this is
Yeah.
gonna sound really weird, but I hate the fact that Devil Joe is always savage. That's just his G rank form. Same
Yeah,
for like
I
Basil Juice
I don't
and
like. Yeah,
they
I feel
make
like they could've
variants
done a bit more.
guaranteed their form. What made them so cool and scary in the other games was that you never knew if it was gonna be a savage or if it was
Right.
like the really rare intruder version. So that way, like,
Yeah.
getting the black blood, for example, was so valuable. I was pulling that stuff in. Like, whenever Joe intruded on me on any quest, I would just switch to my Stealing Cat and get like 4 or 5 black bloods. He was so easy to farm, but the problem is there was no regular Devil Joe. You have to kill Savage. So, and then eventually, by doing that, all you did was you made Savage less scary. And
Yeah,
go back
there
to that.
aren't
That's my
any-
problem.
The
By
thing-
the way, I
any
do
G-
see you guys in chat. Welcome. Is that Raiko, Dante, Andrew, and Stardust Dragon Girl? I do see you guys. I was caught up in the conversation. I'm sorry. Go back.
What I was gonna say was, yeah, what I don't like about it, I don't like that at all. Also, but there are also no equipment for the normal variants, anyways, for
Yeah.
these monsters,
Yeah.
and it sucks because I wanted to see G rank, Master rank, sorry.
Mhm.
What's his name? Valhazak, for example. But
Yeah,
since
right.
there's only Black Veil now,
There is only Black Veil. Yeah, and then same thing for I know this one sounds really weird, but I wanted Furious Rajang. Furious Rajang's armor I love. It's like my favorite armor in all of Monster Hunter. I adore that armor. And not just like what it does, but its skills. Its skills, but also how it looks. And the thing is, when they brought Rajang over, they just brought over his ugly looking high rank armor with the stupid biker pants and
I don't want to get your hopes up, but they might introduce it as a layered armor in the future.
yeah,
I do believe they added one of another armor from another game.
yeah, but still,
forgot
like,
which
I'm
one.
wearing the Rajang armor in my game now, and it's just because I was like, well, I just wanted an excuse or to throw my Rajang parts at something. There's nothing really that I needed. Like oh, this is weird too. Like, I fought a Rajang out in the Guiding Lands, and I expected his Guiding Lands exclusive part to be the thing I needed to upgrade his Insect Glaive to max, but it wasn't. Like, I got a bunch of whatever I needed, and it's not upgrading. Can someone figure that out for me, by the way?
You might need a tempered part. Not sure though.
Tempered? There's tempered parts?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
monsters
believe
have different parts at different levels of the guiding lands.
Oh my god.
I think.
So you might need to de-level your guiding lands eventually.
D level. Oh, okay.
Yes, but they added an option to do that. For,
yeah, I saw. Yeah, you can lower it. Because right now I'm just trying to grind it up higher.
The other thing that I really like about Monster Hunter 3,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, was whenever a monster did show up, that you couldn't get away from it. Like, they would hunt you to the ends of the earth in that area.
Yeah. Well, Savage Joe, if he is raging, will never let you leave.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
know
I love that. There's not enough monsters that do that. I feel like Odogaron
But-
should be doing that. Rajang.
Yeah,
When they're rage
especially
mode,
Ebony.
sometimes they will, but
I feel bad that Ebony Odogaron kinds of get slapped around, and Odogaron normal variant.
I
uh,
kind of feel like some of the threats
Honestly, it's kind of hilarious.
Monster Hunter is removed whenever they show up because you fought it already. You've already dealt with it. It doesn't seem to be that scary anymore.
that's
nice.
that's a power creep problem, though. You know.
Yeah, I feel bad for it because when it was shown in the trailers, it was kind of shown to be like the apex of all apexes. Devil Joe if Devil Joe wasn't in the game.
Yeah.
Eben, I really think he should stand up to some of the other monsters.
Yeah, that's why I
honestly.
wanted Devil Joe to appear in Master Rank. At least Ebony could stand a chance against normal Devil Joe. I
Yeah,
doubt it, but
I
he might
think
have.
he would. Yeah, he would fight him. Still, yeah, it's
Because Ebony and Savage Devil Joe is just like Otogaron and normal Devil Joe.
right.
He gets slapped around.
Ogaron is also just one of those monsters that whenever I first encountered it, I just thought to myself, this guy is going to fight everything. He's not going to back down.
Yeah.
You know,
But,
speaking
yeah,
of the turf wars, I kind of wish that Rajang had some more. I feel like he doesn't have enough. Like, there were certain classes of monsters I had him in the room with, and he just wouldn't fight them. Like,
Have you
Fang Wyverns. I don't think he fights Fang Wyverns at all.
have
I
you
know
seen him?
He'll fight flying. Well, only some flying. He won't fight like Tigrex. He'll fight like Rathalos and the rats. He'll fight Double Joe, but not the other brutes.
Have you seen him fight an Elder Dragon?
I haven't seen him with an Elder Dragon, no.
He fights Elder Dragons.
Well, the Elder Dragons have the same skeleton, so I could see them adding that one, but the thing is, like, why not the Fangs? I don't know, and yeah, and the
Yeah.
other brutes, you know, there's plenty of monsters where you intentionally lure them into the room, and the best you can get is just stand behind Rajang as he uses his punches, and he just goes 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, slam 300, and just starts beating the crap out of them. I mean, that's fun and all, but
I'm super bummed out, but I have to go.
yeah, it's got to be late for you. I started really
That's
late in the
fine.
day. I have been out and about, and I'm sorry about that. So
Don't worry. Anyways, hopefully once the holidays start, I'll be able to join more.
See you
yeah,
later, squad.
for sure. I don't know how much art stream stuff I'm gonna get done though, because like I said, I got to do the Monster Hunter streams.
I mean,
and
You
then
won't be able to do
there's
anything for 2 weeks. I have 2
holiday
weeks.
stuff is gonna be keeping me busy too.
Yeah.
Shoot, I am supposed to have a video on the 23rd. I might have let me see. It's already the 18th. I might have Kim open the gifts we were able to get for her and have like a video for you guys on Monday, because I don't have a Pokedex Paradox or a podcast ready. So that way we're able to get through the end of the year, and then I might have that vlog telling you guys like I'm gonna slow down videos, not do the one a day thing anymore, because I got an idea of like a new series I want to do that is gonna take me more time, and hopefully it's gonna fit YouTube's algorithm. People are gonna find it, so
Yeah. Prefer quality over quantity.
where is she?
So, anyways, this is
Squad, are you
my
gonna
time.
actually be able to disconnect this time?
Yeah, really.
Yes. I mean,
See ya.
last time I was very disappointed with you last time.
Me?
I made it so with all of you. I made it so it was perfectly timed that I would be cut out mid-sentence exactly as I leave the call, but no one noticed.
I noticed. I just didn't care.
Bad Joe.
Oh.
That's not very nice of you.
I'm
Joe,
so
no
sorry.
cookie.
I'm so
I was-
rotary.
I'm so
I was-
sorry.
I'm so
But I had to do one bad thing today. Besides something else.
Okay. Cryptic.
Don't worry about it. I hit the body.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
was worried it was
That's it.
something.
Also,
actually
could you
important.
check that you received a donation real quick, Hamster?
I did. It made my phone go off earlier, so thank you. Yes, I did see that. We
That's
will probably next art stream get to work on yours, and since I'm gonna be working on yours, well, you'll probably be open, so
Yeah, I have next 2 weeks. Should be completely free.
okay.
And then Iceborne releases on PC.
Oh, what
Finally.
day is that?
9th
20th?
January.
I thought
I'll be over. My holidays will be over, but at least I'll have something to look forward to.
The 19th, you said?
9th January.
9th. Yeah, I am just hoping that we get a Nintendo Direct soon, because we need a whole Smash Brothers Direct. Smash Direct at this point, because Jeez Louise, I'm going crazy not knowing who fighter number 5 is, and we know that they are going to be released in February. This is like the tightest window of us learning a character and getting them that we've ever had. So this is just, it feels wrong. So I'm thinking they might do something they show off like 2 characters at once like they did with Hero and Banjo-Kazooie. So, you know, they did that before when we pretty much all knew that Hero was in the game. So maybe we all know that Cosmos is in the game, and Sakurai is kind of waiting to give us, I don't know, like a Japanese and a Western character, like Cosmos and Master Chief at once. I don't know, but that is driving me nuts. Waiting for this this direct. We gotta know about another pass. I don't know. I love that game dearly. I've played so much of it when I was younger, so it's important to me. And I need to know. I need to know,
Anyways,
man.
I keep the link, so I'll take my leave now. So all I
I'm
have to
sorry
say
about that. Shouldn't have been rambling there. So just get excited. Hello.
I think he's just gone.
He just gone.
I think he was trying to do the mid-sentence thing again.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll acknowledge his attempt at a funny.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe we'll acknowledge his attempt at a funny. Maybe we won't.
Also, sorry about
What
that
attempt?
earlier.
Still bringing Valstrax to World? Kind of on the fence about Valstrax. I wouldn't want it because it doesn't make sense realistically, but on the other hand, I never played Gen U. I'd like to fight it. He's honestly kind of fun to fight in Gen U, but the thing is, yeah, I don't want him in World because it makes no sense. Did it again, yet no one noticed. I'm sure Run Squad, we got it. We heard you. But, like, the thing I would want Valstrax for is his music. He's got some outstanding music.
That would be really funny if they just include him in like the background and he's just a red star going over the skies.
Yeah.
Then something just shoots him over the air.
Well, me, Cameron, and Dolphin were all talking together a little bit earlier about what probably is going to happen next.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't put Fatalis in. I mean, I kind of knew they were going to do another
because
Xeno kind of version, but doing, like, showing off that you're going to put Fatalis in and then not doing it seemed really weird.
Well, do you want to know what we were talking about, or do you want to just wait?
Sure, lay it on me.
Okay, so here's the thing. After the Safi Jiva fight, the Seeker wants to talk to you. He has like a purple exclamation and everything.
Okay. You mean the
when you talk to
the one where you siege fight him, or the story thing?
the big Safi siege fight.
Okay, because I don't really know the difference. I haven't gotten to do it yet. I'm still waiting.
Well, when you do the full thing, and this isn't really like a huge plot point, it's more just like a hint.
That's fine. You can tell me.
So what he says is he directly quotes, and see if this reminds you of anything. He says, "Nothing stopped us from killing that monster." Goes on for a little bit more, says, "If humanity were to cross some kind of line, what would stop us? and what form would it take?"
yeah, he's teasing Fatalis then. Y'all are gonna die.
my general theory is that the Safi fight and all the gear and all that is probably just the prep for like the final power creep.
Yeah, it's probably them showing off like, well, I mean, it makes sense. You make Fatalis the ultimate threat in the game. And the Fatalis clones like Dire, though they also showed off a Latreon. That's a weird one for a final. I don't know.
Well, they could do both. It could be like a package deal, but they like the story element comes from Fatalis, but they just have kind of like a Latreon on the side.
Yeah, like they just kind of come with it, kind of like how what's his name? The dragon version of Zenogre. Stygian.
Stygian?
They have Stygian kind of thrown together. Maybe with this new Safi Jiva is his name.
Yeah. To be fair, they did really well with Stygian Zinogre. I think you're gonna like the fight, but
I heard
he's pretty good.
He's got some new stuff, so we'll see.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a little disappointed with regular Zinogre. He's really easy in this game.
I think Stygian's
I
gonna
think also,
throw you.
Alex, you're just getting really skilled. You've played for a lot of years now.
I know, but I think he's pretty easy. Well, here, I go back still to the older games, and I don't know. I still think the difficulty is better in the older ones, but
Oh,
that
totally,
could be
but,
because I mostly in the older ones played with one other person, like with either just Kim or just Matt, and I would play 2-player a lot. And now we know that was actually like the way to make the game really hard. So that could be partly why like I learned Monster Hunter the worst way. I played it the worst way possible, and now, you know, I'm playing in the fixed solo single player stuff, and it feels too easy.
Yeah.
Something I really hope they do, if they bring back Fatalis, I really want Crimson Fatalis and the other ones.
Most
like the variants
likely
of them,
White
like,
will be there.
Yeah,
Because-
most likely White will. White is old Fatalis, and that'd be pretty slick. He's usually like your final threat.
They did a 15th anniversary version of his theme. I even played it like in the concert hall for a little while.
That's pretty. That's pretty. I don't really remember his
But there's
theme.
only-
I just know
Oh,
his
you first.
his roar is just sends chills down your spine. I'm more used to that because I'm screaming over his theme. I'd have to listen to it like for the first time. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah. No, I get it. I
I don't know. You play Monster Hunter with me, not on camera, and you'll be like, wow, he really does just yell at his game all the time.
I would expect no less.
Yeah. There, good. So what were we saying?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say before I forget that there's only really one other possibility that we were all talking about for like if it wasn't Fatalis, it would be one other thing. And I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be really cool if it happened.
Not Fatalis, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, because there's technically only one other threat that bad in the series, and it's only theoretical. It's the weapon.
The EDH.
Yeah, I posted a the pictures on
Last time we got
the
our hopes
Discord
up on
somewhere.
that thing,
but-
it fell through, and
Well, to be fair, it was Adelka, but Adelka is not that bad.
No. I see Stay Dope Bro over on Twitch. I'm just chatting with you guys on Discord and YouTube chat. Elatrion versus Devil Joe. Elatrion's got that. Elatrion, his melee is even just straight up dragon damage, and then he's got lightning on top of it. Joe is gonna die so fast.
Yeah, Black Dragon equals victory.
Yeah, black dragons are just messed up. That thing controls like the weather in the worst way. Like, whew. It's
Doesn't
like
he
when
like summon
Amatsu
ice
was...
from above?
Huh?
It's his pathetic ultimate, yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't he like summon ice from above, makes a blizzard around you? Kind of like
yeah, and they auto track you too.
Yep. I
The
remember
only thing
that.
is, if they come out with a new version of Elatrion, they definitely need to make some kind of like new ultimate where he does like some kind of combo element shot where he does like all four.
You know, I want him to use water. I've been waiting for it. I'm like, come on, man, hit me with some water. Do it.
Water, the element that's been, well, pushed aside.
I mean, he uses everything else. And I don't know. So it's like when you fight him, you're like, well, duh, just go with an armor set that has a main weakness of water, and you're fine. So as soon as you take that out, then you're really changing how you have to fight this thing. He's supposed to be like the ultimate like elemental dragon, yet he can't use water attacks.
Well, yeah.
Maybe they do something where like he can appear at any of the locales, and if he's at Coral Highlands, he can do some environmental thing to deal water. If he's at like I don't know, what do you
Like
do
he
with the
controls
forest?
the areas of
Yeah, yeah.
elemental.
To be fair,
Like-
in the lore
like
of
Nam
Electrion... Oh, sorry.
Never mind. You keep going.
The
I was
lore
gonna
one.
say, to be fair, in the lore of Electrion, whenever it wants to be left, well, its main deal is that it wants to be left alone. That's why it goes to all these like harsh places. But sometimes when it gets really bothered, it'll just go to the bottom of the ocean, like as far as it can go.
Wow.
He's just like, I'm out. I'm out.
Also shows how resilient it is because it's not affected.
Sheesh.
Bottom of the ocean. Down there with Cedius.
Yeah, screw breathing.
Cedius and Nakarkos, because they're in the same place.
Damn.
I've seen videos and images of Elatrian, but I never found him as much of an Elder Dragon. I'm assuming you're meaning to say found. He's like so much more of an Elder Dragon than like Kushala Daora or Teostra, the ones that we got now. I don't know, because he's just supposed to be like the ultimate one of that body type. So yeah, like in their lore, black dragons are supposed to be like the absolute worst. And it doesn't just mean like straight up the color of them, which makes it really confusing. It's like how Elder Dragons can also apply to a unicorn.
And a giant sky squid.
And sky squids, yep.
Monster Hunter.
Man, honey, you so weird.
Oh, I can't wait till you get your second package.
I will definitely make videos. Will you let me know, like, shipping-wise, like, when the thing shows up? Because I'm so nervous anymore ever since Iris's package got sent back, because they just didn't tell me about it.
Well, I'm not sure, because what happened is that, I did this in 2 trips. For the actual stuff with, like, the baked goods that I told you about, I just went to the post office and sent it flat rate. But, for the second one, which was, like, an actual gift, I did it on Amazon, and so I put in the PO there, so.
Okay, yep, that's been done before. However,
I'll try and track
I don't
it.
think they sent that back. And I do have to return Luke's. Luke got a couple Q-Charm games made, and the problem was I was watching the dogs at the time. This is my first day back, like I said, so I was like, great. I had to drive back over here, get some of my stuff to do it. Got them built, and I need Kim takes care of like the rest of it from there, and she's been busy. So hopefully I'll be able to send those back. But I want to like send them back at a time that I know something's there that I can pick up, because it's really hard for me to get out there lately. Yamasukame.
It would be hilarious if I tried to get you to draw that.
Yamasukame.
No. Oh, damn.
Do you think you can even do
definitely,
that? That would be hilarious.
I would definitely, in meme font, write on the picture, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
God
Well,
damn
have you
it.
seen its mouth? Like, you would drop that sentence as soon as you saw its mouth.
Gosh darn it.
I don't
When it
remember
opens
what
its mouth, it
looks
has-
like. I've seen its whole body. I don't remember how its mouth looks. Is it like
Isn't it like
Marcos,
a-
where it's
so-
like just a circle with spikes in it, or
No,
No.
it has human teeth.
his human teeth?
Yeah, it opens its mouth, it creates this huge suctioning vortex where it swallows up the countryside.
Yeah, I've seen
And
that.
when it does that, it has these massive, like, basically, they look like herbivore teeth, but they're just,
Oh,
but they're very human-like, and people get freaked out by it all the time. Especially when the thunderbugs start coming out of its mouth.
ugh. He's only in Freedom Unite. Is that right?
And 2.
Well, yeah. Was 2 a PS2 title? I don't remember seeing much of 2.
I
Like,
think so.
I only I have the first one on PS2. Good God, that game.
it's weird. They actually call it Dose. Like it's
Yeah.
the Monster Hunter logo with a 2 and Dose written inside of it.
Well, I mean, that's why they went to try after that. They were, for some reason, thinking, wow, Spanish, so cool. And they were like, hey guys, Monster Hunter Quattro sounds stupid. Let's stop this now. And then, you know what, we should stop numbering these because it's doing nothing but making people feel like they can't play it because there's some sort of story, and we ain't got no story. Just take the number out altogether. And here we are with World. Now I don't know what they're gonna do when they come up with a new one. I mean, the expansion titles make sense. You know, Iceborne, call it something related to the new monster you got. But, now what? And now you got a problem. It's like,
Ooh.
What?
I just remembered because so I recently got the first Monster Hunter illustrations book in the mail, the big one done by Capcom. And it has like lots of information from like Fujioka and stuff, like as interviews throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I figured out your question, how elder dragons and stuff escape at the end of quests, like how are they still alive?
I asked that?
Back during Gormagala.
Oh, yeah, like, oh yeah, what an intelligent and informed question that I have asked. What is the answer to this question that I needed to know?
Well, it was just because they mentioned in an interview, they thought that they kind of made it the lore of the game kind of just an accident, but they made it so hunters don't really focus, like after they take down the monster, they don't really focus on confirming. They mainly focus on chopping off parts of the monster that aren't quote unquote too brutal. So hunters will specifically go for like scales, claws, and horns when they
Or,
carve,
you know,
instead of anything else
Dire
on the
Morales'
monster.
heart, which can also be carved.
Well, just like lore-wise, hunters don't go for that stuff usually. So
Okay.
that's why the Elder Dragons just escape every time.
We'll just take the
Like-
good parts.
Like on the topic of Dire Morales, supposedly in 3U, his death isn't a confirmed kill. Supposedly he disappeared.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's supposed to happen, that you never really kill them. Still, it's just weird. So, I thought eventually the game was going to classify Gore and Shigaru as something. You know, instead of question mark,
Shigaru's
question
an
mark,
elder.
question mark.
Shigaru's an elder dragon.
Oh yeah, Shigaru
Yeah, but
is elder.
Gorma-
But Gore, is Gore still officially just 3 question marks?
Yeah, but that's just because story element.
Yeah, I just hope that they change that. Like, if they bring Gore back in, like, whatever the next world is called, or just Monster Hunter 6, whatever that is, if Gore is in it, I just hope that they change it. You know, it bothers me.
They should call it like Young Dragon or something because it's the baby Shigaru.
I mean, but the thing is, Xenojiva is still an Elder Dragon, and he's a young Elder Dragon.
That's fair.
So, just say it's an Elder Dragon. Like, I mean, I get it, they didn't know, and I guess they were just like, what do we call it? I don't know. Just,
I mean, he's still technically a monster, and he can show. I think he shows up with you once in a while, doesn't he?
he what?
I don't get it either.
Has he ever been? Have you ever had an invaded monster with Gormagala before? If not, he can be classified as an Elder Dragon. Otherwise,
I don't think Gore Magala can ever invade.
I mean, like get invaded during his hunts.
Oh,
I don't think so.
He can't.
I don't think so, yeah.
Everything has to
Yeah.
be cleared out.
Yeah, typically
Yeah.
because he can enter frenzy mode, which affects the environment. Usually when, like, Elder Dragons, they can do something that actually affects the environment. It clears everything else out around them, or it looks weird if they had other monsters there, and I think that might be
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah,
Though, granted, I mean, the
World,
world
if
kind of
they were
changed
to-
that. Now if you go Master Rank into the wild, you can find an Elder Dragon and one other thing, which I think is kind of
It would be... You first.
Huh?
Did you finish?
Yeah, I just said I think it's kind of neat that in World you can go in the wild and fight an Elder Dragon and something else is out there, because I think their fights start getting stale when it's always just them by themselves.
I know Archemperor Balhazak has an Olegoron with him around. And what else is there? There's other monsters that sometimes show up during Elder Dragon fights in World.
Yeah. It's not the
It'd
other
be
ones,
cool. It'd be cool if Gormagala came back. It would be nice if they kept monsters around, but they would get infected if Gormagala ran into them.
I don't know about infect. I feel like they should change it up. Like maybe it makes the monster tempered or something. You know, just so they got a way around redesigning everything. Because otherwise,
Frenzy Virus is better than Apex, or not Apex. Sorry, Tempered.
I agree, but I'm saying like coding wise. Say like you still have like the same animation, make the monster look like it kind of like passed out, and then comes back and it's glowing or something like that. Make it purple. Who cares? But just do it so that it's not going to be that much of a labor on the dev team. Because otherwise, we're not going to get a lot of monsters, and we're going to miss out on other things.
It'd also be cool if they added the lore spec that when a monster infected with the virus dies, he would like go out and eat it, because that's what he usually does. He hunts down the dead infected carcasses, and then heals up, and you're like, oh no, I forgot to knock him out of his eating.
Does anybody else find it weird that Gormagala reproduces how, like, Shigaru Magala infects something, kills it, and then it bursts out like a xenomorph within, like, a few weeks?
Wait a minute.
Just me?
So it, like, lays its eggs inside of a living host, and they chest burst through their way out?
It uses its special version of the Frenzy Virus, like the one you see in the fight, to infect monsters. And then the monster dies, and then after an incubation period, Gormagala bursts out of the corpse, eat the corpse, and then flies off to grow up.
You mean those little balls that explode are his special infected?
Pretty much.
Ooh.
And he uses those to infect
hunters. Is that where you were going with this? People.
I don't think humans are affected like that.
Why wouldn't they be?
If they were.
Why wouldn't they?
Well, don't hunters not be affected the same? Hunters aren't really affected by the Frenzy Virus the same way the monsters are they?
Yeah, they are. That's why it works like here. So you can either succumb to it and basically be infected, or you can overcome it and pretty much go Apex. It affects them differently, so that in terms of gameplay, it'll do different things. Just so that the game is still a game, but I'm pretty sure in terms of story or the lore of it, it's supposed to still affect you in the same way.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure if you died from it, it would probably take over. And if he Gold Crown Mini Gormagala.
Well, they're gonna be tiny. They would be little things, but.
I can't help but find that funny.
Like chest burster Gormagalas. Nice.
Gold Crown Small. Boys, we got Hunt. Don't care about him. You can get up later. We'll go get this Gold Crown.
I just got an idea of like crossover stuff they can do, because we were talking about Godzilla during the Dire line work. And
Alien.
Oh, Alien would be pretty sweet. I don't know. That thing is too fast, too deadly. Maybe. I was actually thinking of Ridley. He's a little bigger, and I feel like that could actually still work in Monster Hunter.
Isn't he like a sentient being, though?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of the other ones really are. With the exception of Leshen, but
Yeah, there's the Leshen, but there's also Fatalis, right? Isn't Fatalis supposed to be
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Black
I mean,
dragons are
like
supposed to
that's in the
be-
context of that. That's like in the context of Monster Hunter. I was more referring to the fact that like Ridley is like a full-on sci-fi genius creature that could probably build technology.
Oh, they do. He's
I
in
just mean
charge
that
of a
probably
race
wouldn't
that
fit
does
that
build
well.
technology. That's how he keeps coming back as Meta Ridley, and kind of getting reborn through it.
Tempered version, Metal Ridley.
Ugh.
Arch tempered, Metal Ridley. I still. I don't really know about the arch tempered system. Eh. Harder difficulty, new moves, same monster. Eh.
Yeah.
They just liked Frenzy Virus so much that they had to come out with a different version every generation because Gormagala wasn't there.
Well, the reason they were doing that is it's a power creep thing. It just makes the game last longer. It's
Well, they could have just done what they did in 3U and just made stronger monsters.
Eh.
yeah, like in 4, how they just made like a leveling system. Yeah, I don't really like the leveling system though. It's just for grind, and like I said, I don't like Monster Hunter for the grind. It's
More the enjoyment of going out there and hunting.
yeah, I don't
And
find
killing.
grinding fun. Though, I do have an
Challenge.
issue with World when I'm like, oh, I really like fighting this monster. I kind of want to, like, I don't know, make a weapon or two, maybe his armor set, and I fight one, and I'm almost done with the whole armor set. You fight it again, you can finish the armor set easy, make a weapon, almost max the weapon. You're like, this is messed up. And then you're like,
Fashion.
oh, well,
This
I didn't get the
this
gem.
reminds me.
Now I could just go walk over to whatever the Melder lady is, who's OP in this game. Say, hey, here's this ticket. I got 1 billion of them. Give me some.
Remember
give me
Veggie
some
Elder
gems."
tickets?
Yeah.
I need a gem. I know they're expensive, but I have this ticket, and I know I'm supposed to get this out of a creature that's supposed to, over time, make these rare gems. But can you just make this for me? Thank
Make it
you.
happen. Make it happen, lady.
I really don't know where she gets those from. Because
Hey,
they're supposed to
I'm
be like.
looking for Devil Joe Crook soup. Could you hook me up?
Maybe she's in it with the Veggie Elders.
Mm. Oh yeah, the Veggie Elders aren't in the game. They finally made like those creepy first Wyverian races that are. I think that's what the Veggie Elder was supposed to be, but
Well, that's what I don't get because, like, well, actually, I'm not sure, but the Elder Wyverians are. What I don't get is that they're just old Wyverians that have lived in the New World for a long time.
yeah.
We encounter old Wyverians like them all the time in the Old World. They're just like his immensiveness and stuff like that.
Right, who is just the fattest Santa Claus you've ever did see.
With a katana bigger than a Rathalos.
Yes. And
Why doesn't he
a
go fight Elder
conspiracy
Dragons?
story about egg deliveries. I love that one. Did you hear about that one?
Yes.
Yeah. I was playing. Remember, I was kind of playing through 4U at this around the same time, but
Yeah, I just love that he's the dude. That's just so messed up. He's like breaking his own laws and have you like you steal eggs for him. Though I love how that the Crimson fight starts at the end of those egg delivery quests. You just get a message. They're like, it hatched. Please.
that's one of my favorite parts because that also adds like that confused so many Fatalis fans because
Yeah,
it just
right.
means that like Fatalis can hatch and Fatalis can grow within a few hours.
Right, and Crimson is like its infant form, almost like it needs to be in serious heat to incubate and grow so quickly. And Fatalis is its, Black Fatalis is its main form, and as they age, they'll turn into White Fatalis. Just neat.
I think that the G rank Crimson is probably just one that like, well, the general theory is that it's one that was repelled, but then it kind of just lost control, and that's what that whole power surge is.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
funky happened to that one.
Yeah,
My
that
whole-
one
my whole
got
general-
pissed. That
My
one got
that
really
quest
upset.
was all about boobs, by the way. It was. Don't lie to yourself. You know it was all about the boobies. They were being obvious.
But
Why Rathian though?
Huh?
Alex,
Why would they compare Rathian?
What are you talking about?
Anyways, continue.
Oh, okay. Alex, I think you'd like it. I had this kind of little bit of a theory. I think you'd be on board with it. Is that all Fatalis probably spawn from Dire Morales?
All?
Well, that's my theory. Like, I think that. So here's how I think it works.
The immortal
Dire
Dragonheart.
Morales.
Yeah,
Dire Morales has his huge like Forge of Creation, Architect of Destruction titles.
yeah.
He probably, with the massive amount of energy he has and weird magic Monster Hunter logic, produces Fatalis. Fatalis is born. It has an overflowing abundance of fire element, so it's crimson. Then, as it grows up, it controls it and it cools, turning into normal. Then, as it gets older, it refines it and focuses it, turning it white.
Huh. Murber.
What do you think?
I don't know. I kind of like seeing them as different things, though. I mean, I like the idea, but if they stay as a species in my head, it's more of like a deviant form. Then I always saw Dire Morales as like the Monster Hunter version of Groudon. Almost like wherever he goes, he just changes the terrain. And that's more of what he's doing. Instead of like biologically changing things. I don't know.
I'm not sure I get that.
What do you mean?
Well, like, I don't know exactly what you mean by biologically changing things.
Spawning Fatalis out of him somehow.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking, like, I don't know. I play a lot of D&D. That's some D&D logic.
That does kind of sound like D&D, yeah. I do not play D&D. Friends of mine tried to get me into it before, and they like made up a character, and they were like, "Oh well, what class of character does nobody like using?" And they're like, "Monks." And they're like, "Make Alex a monk." And they just like set up this character without me. And I'm like, I don't want to do this, guys. If you're just gonna make a character that I don't like. So this gave me like a bunch of stats that I didn't want either. So I was a monk with really high evasion. So I was like, all right, fine. I'm gonna own it. I'm actually naked and covered in butter. And that's why nothing can hit me. I am one slippery monk. And I was the greatest. The thing is, we only played it one time. And, yeah. That was the end of that. Slippery monk.
Well, if you
lives to see
if you
another
want,
day.
I can. If you try to get into 5th edition, which is like a really which 5th edition is probably one of the better editions. It's very streamlined, better for new players, etc. But I could DM something on Discord if you guys want sometime. I work at. I dungeon master at the local game store.
There's no way I could actually play that game. So it was partially my fault why we didn't keep playing it. Like I am just, yeah, like you just can't set up time with me to do anything. Like I barely get time to do anything with you guys, and when I do, it's on camera. So I'm like, that's the time I get. Does Immensiveness pass his time by wrestling other monsters? I can see him like wrestling down maybe a Kongalala, and then just shuddering in pain when someone's like, "Hey, do you wanna wrestle a Blindunga or a Rajang?" No.
I still think that'd be fun to watch.
Rest in pieces. Just anybody in real world dealing with Rajang, just no. I love how in World, Rajang opens up the volcano area by just punching through the ground. He's like, well, I'm going this way. He just burrowed his way through. Any tips for beating Ancient Leshen? Well, you need a team. If you're going with Ancient Leshen, all you really need to do with Ancient Leshen is have Igni ready to free people. And make sure your teammates do the same thing. And just have a safe word for Igni. Igni, save me, I'm pinned. and then you'll be fine. He's really not that bad. People like
Also,
Thomas
flash pods.
over-exaggerate. Yeah, the flash pods are important too. Thomas overstates how bad Leshen is. He's not bad. In fact, he's one of my favorite fights in the game. Just because it freaks people out. Also, it's pretty true to The Witcher too, with like how freaky that thing is.
That's
love
why
how
I'm,
he'll, like,
that's why I'm
single you
excited
out.
to fight King Shakalaka.
Yeah, I've seen him too. Did I put anything here? No. Just the edges. This is gonna look a lot better as soon as I can just put the lighting in the cores. I'm just trying to get some sort of effects spilling out of here.
I can't even see it. I'm talking on my phone right now. My brother came in and stole the computer.
And threw it out the window.
Oh well.
Don't you hate it when they just steal your computer and throw it out the window?
All the
I'd
time,
rather
since
not
there's
be-
snow on the ground.
Yeah, there's snow here too. Can't stand
It's-
snow.
It's a blizzard where I am, so yeah.
It's not that bad anymore here, but the thing is, it decided to snow really bad the day I was like, all right, now it's finally dry because it stopped raining. I'm going to get rid of all the leaves in the yard. And then it, like, we got so much snow that it became impossible.
Well.
Thanks. And then it rained for an entire day, non-stop. So angry at the world. World's a bud,
Anger.
and I am its
Anger.
anus. The
Anger.
world is a butt, and I am its anus. Yeah, that t-shirt material.
Cameron, you know what to do. Quote.
Probably why he's quiet. Sigh. Here we go again. Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, me too. I have not really slept in days. Just been having like either nightmare problems or sleep issues. Plus, it doesn't help trying to sleep in the same room as those dogs. I get allergy reactions to them too, and they want to sleep on the bed with you because they're lonely.
Ugh.
Good
I hate
dog.
when my allergies act up.
I forget what this music was. What was this one?
What music are you playing? I can't even hear it.
Oh, Flagra. This is Flagra. It's, well, yeah, if you had the YouTube stream open, you would hear it. But it's Flagra's theme from Metroid Prime. Playing the Prime trilogy. One of the many games that should have been announced at the VGAs. Like, Nintendo was just not even there. Probably why the VGAs felt so lackluster. Also, the fact that the actual game of the year was a total letdown. I don't think anybody was like, oh yeah, Sekiro should be the game of the year. Game that didn't even sell that well and was just completely average in every way. And yeah, wow, I could not believe that. Well, you know, I kind of could because that was like the crappiest game awards they've ever done. The whole show was just so weak. Full of irrelevant ads, and some things were just really screwed up. Like, they had this really great bit with the Muppets, but they were announcing games for Impact, and they were like making light of it. I was like, this seems really wrong. Oh well. It's all over now. I'm kind of losing hope that we're gonna get a Nintendo Direct by the end of the year. That's what I think we really need. I want to see some Breath of the Wild 2. I want to see some Metroid Prime 4. Pikmin 4 is real. It's gonna happen. Maybe. Also, I'm kind of glad it wasn't there, but I've heard some bad news that Konami wants to develop a Metal Gear Solid 6 with no Kojima.
I heard about that for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I am legitimately scared. That should just never. That should. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, can you imagine being that writer, like, who has to jump on and write Metal Gear after Kojima's gone? You're like, no matter what I do, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate me. Even if it's wonderful, and I'm like, this is the best idea ever. You're still playing with somebody else's toys. You know, it's like when Disney bought Star Wars. I was like, I'm sorry, guys. No matter what you do, I'm probably not gonna like it. Because you just bought and took someone else's toys, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna play with these for a while and make money on it. Now, to be fair, when you leave George Lucas to his own devices, he makes unpopular decisions at that. But still, it's not the same as, you know, a totally unrelated company suddenly walking in, taking your product and being like, we're gonna do it our way.
Yeah, that can ruin the concept, and it can also ruin the whole thing about it. In
Yeah,
some cases,
I thought it was an unpopular opinion at the time, but I really don't like the new Star Wars films. But I think now that's starting to be a more popular way to see it, just because of how consistently low par they are. They're just so bad.
Agreed.
Yeah. Ugh. I heard George Lucas was trying to purchase Star Wars franchise back from Disney. Yeah, Disney is just ruining it. Like, ruining it. It's really sad. Also, you know who's, like, even more so than Disney, completely ruining the name of Star Wars is EA. Like, their games, the game itself, they're not that bad. It's just all of the microtransactions and the scummy, you know, treatment of how they want the game to play just to make money, which is honestly not too different from what Disney's doing with their movies. It's like, we don't care.
The thing is, though, with EA, they also have to compare themselves to the previous Battlefront games on the PlayStation 2 that were really good.
Yeah. Well, they're using the name for that, right? I don't think they're ever gonna learn.
Yeah.
I don't think they care to learn.
Disney. One of the reasons I don't like the Disney
Discord, by
Star
the way,
Wars.
Squad, what are you doing? What's he saying? Look where? I don't know what he even wants me to look at. What about Disney Star Wars?
Yeah, as soon as Disney took over Star Wars, they got rid of so many characters, like, from the Star Wars universe that I really liked. It was really sad.
Yeah, well,
because,
didn't Harrison
in the
Ford
expanded
only
universe.
agree to come back if they killed him? I thought that was part of it. I heard that one.
Well, I'm talking about, like, characters from the expanded universe, like, not necessarily the movies, but everything else. Like, for instance, Starkiller from the Force Unleashed games. He was technically canon to the series, but they removed him too.
Yeah, I never really played the games much. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan, but I really liked the movies when I was younger. I had these ancient things called VHS tapes where I would watch the original.
Hey, I have them all on VHS too. Don't make fun of me here.
Mine were from my uncle who recorded TV specials, so there were even commercials in mine. It was.
I think there's mine too.
Especially
at least, like,
cheap. But what was actually really helpful about that version, they were airing the originals and trying to advertise the new digital ones at the time, which were the crappy ones everyone hated. And the thing is, even back then when I was watching them, because I was watching the real film and then, like, the garbage CG stuff, and I was even, like, watching that at, like, 8, like, those are so much worse. Why would you want that? And if 8-year-old me is looking at that, like, you know, of course, everybody else was like, Stop, George Lucas! No! I remember one of my favorite scenes in the first film is the bar in the beginning. That's practically a Muppets show. You know, we're like,
Dun 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 dun.
yeah,
dun,
so many
dun.
puppets and stuff, and like, God, it's so great. And then like they totally ruin all that stuff. Now there's only like a few scenes. I remember watching that and I was like, okay, I kind of see what you're talking about, of why you didn't have the budget and you wanted to make more. Like in the beginning of 2 when Luke gets attacked by that snow yeti thing. I don't remember how they edited it because I just remember the original.
Wampa.
But all they had was like a paw, like an arm, and they had to pretend like there was a whole monster, but they couldn't show anything. I don't know what they did though. Do you remember that one?
They ended up adding the full monster. They ended up adding the Wampa.
Yeah, that was it, the Wampa. Yeah, but I just remember like the charm though is totally lost on it.
Okay, unpopular opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the prequels.
The like episode 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
You know, I didn't hate them. I totally understand. Okay, they're like not. There's a lot of things I don't like, and of course, like the film critic of me detests their story, but what it was trying to do, and some parts of it I still really enjoy. But yeah, also those are some of the most meme-worthy. Like, I think the oh, I don't know. There's so many great memes, especially out of episode 3, and that one I've only ever
So
seen
uncivilized.
one time. Well, that ain't like. Oh no, was that 2? I don't remember which one that was. I owned episode 1 and then the original 3. I never had 2 and 3, so I don't really remember them that well. I don't remember which one was Obi-Wan's. You were the chosen one.
Episode 3.
That's 3. Okay, that's a great meme. And then there's also the one where I see get used a lot, especially with Game Freak lately, where Anakin like goes in the room with all the young Jedis.
Episode 3.
Yeah, I know that one's 3. That's a great one for memes too.
It made me, at the time of when I first watched it, like, so I watched episode 3 a lot when I was younger, but when I was old enough to like understand it, but I was playing Battlefront 2 at the time a lot, and the first time I ever watched it, it made me ticked off enough at like Anakin as a character that I went into Battlefront 2, went to that exact battle in Battlefront 2, and then just repeatedly killed Anakin and all the clone troopers repeatedly.
Yeah. Random question from Gabriel there. I guess it's related to Disney still. What do I think of the Disney princess movies? You know, before I get to that, still related to Cameron's, Jar Jar is the reason the prequel films were kept from being great. Au contraire, I say Jar Jar is one of the only things making them great. Because I think the first 3 are ironically great. As in, like, meme-worthy, funny, stupid stuff. But when it comes to, like, the parts where they're trying to be serious, it's just messed up. Or, like, not... It's written really cringily bad. That's what makes it so bad. Jar Jar...
You're
like,
so
when he
right,
shows up, you're
Mr.
like,
Bomb Bad Hamster.
Misha no like it.
like, God... You just want to kill him. It's so great. Anyway, Disney princess movies. So is that just like? Do you think he's saying like anything like Sleeping Beauty, Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, that kind of stuff? Is that what you mean? I don't really understand. In which case, those are like all the original VHS tape Disney films. I like the originals. I am really... I'm not, like, a huge fan of them. Some people are crazies and actually, like, buy them every time they make a new version of them. And I'm like, guys, they didn't do anything to it. But even still, I wouldn't actually spend money on watching any of those anymore. But, yeah, my family had a bunch of VHS tapes of those, as did everybody else who had VHS tapes at the time. You had some of the original Disney movies. But still...
My favorite was Treasure Planet.
What your favorite was?
Yeah.
Treasure
Oh,
Planet.
Treasure Planet. Okay.
Treasure.
See,
Yeah. That's a good one.
Kim was just telling me, I think I've seen that one. That one's been a long time. Kim was just telling me yesterday she was not feeling very well. She was telling me she remembers, I think it was Atlantis. Was that one? See, those were some of the newer ones that I didn't pay attention to. So when that came out,
It
Kim
was
says
made around
she
the same
remembers
time.
that movie so well because it was so bad, and she hated it so much, and she honestly thinks
Really?
it was something with the popcorn she had, because when she got home, she had to jump out of the car, and she vomited everywhere, all over the lawn, and killed the grass, by the way. She threw up everywhere, and she said that was the last time she threw up. It was whenever Atlantis was in theaters, and she's like terrified of throwing up ever since then. Me, I don't know, a weird conversation. I just see how I segued your Disney into puke. Nice. But I'm like, oh, if I'm feeling sick and I'm like, oh, my body might throw up, I'm usually like, please do it, just do it, just do it. Like,
Make it end.
because as soon as, I don't know about you, but as soon as you throw up, you're like, I'm so much better. I feel so much better. It's like it's out of you, you know?
Still a bit awful, but
Oh, it's awful, yeah, when it's happening, but you're like, oh, thank God it's over.
I have to disagree with you, Hamster.
Yeah. See, that's what Kim's
Because-
like. Kim's like, no, I don't ever want that to ever happen, ever. I'm like, but you're holding it in.
Here's the thing, Hamster. Whenever I puke, I will keep on puking. And I will continue to puke until there's nothing left. And after that point, I will start gagging and forcing my stomach to throw up nothing. It hurts.
Oh, that happens.
It hurts a lot.
Yeah, it does hurt a lot. I know what you're talking about. That happens to me too. Like, I really hope somebody's eating dinner. But it's like when
I am.
Nice. What are you eating?
Chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Some
Oh,
things.
chicken fried chicken.
You know, here, the thing that makes it horrible when I throw up is, like, no matter what, it always goes through my nose. I hate that. That's the worst.
it burns
Then you get that
too.
feeling in your nose
Yeah,
for like a
and
couple
you like
hours, days even.
Yeah, and you taste what you last ate through your nose for days.
The digested fluid.
Yeah, that and like
Oh.
I can remember some things I had like the awful taste of some foods that were great at the time, and then when they go back through, you're like, oh, that's so sick. Like pepperoni and cheese from a pizza, or like I remember I had broccoli, some like steamed broccoli once. You do not like broccoli's not even that fun going down the first time. When it gets half digested and comes back up and sits in your nose and stagnates for a week, I tell you, you will never want to eat broccoli ever again.
Okay, Hamster, I'm going to tell you the most grossest thing, and it happened to me on the bus because I couldn't get out.
Sweet.
Bus driver would not let me go out, and I was playing my DS. Okay,
Okay.
I was all fine. I was playing my DS, and I felt my stomach getting queasy. We're about halfway to school.
Okay.
The last 5 minutes, I was feeling better. Then all of a sudden, I puked all over my DS.
Oh no.
And the best part is, the food was not even digested. It was pizza.
Just came right back out.
It
Wait,
was
so you ate
almost
pizza for
fully
breakfast?
It was
Lots of
last
people do,
night.
Hamster.
It was last night's food, and I think it didn't sit right with me.
Oh.
And
wow,
it did
that's
not
weird.
digest either. It was just, oh.
You must have
nasty.
been really sick.
I really think I had some sort of food poisoning or something
Yeah,
from it.
well, no, if it was food poisoning, it'd have happened immediately. As I get food poisoning a lot. I hate food poisoning.
Or it must have been that my stomach couldn't I was sick with something and my stomach couldn't digest it or something. It just didn't come out.
So is Kim's
Right.
secretly a Gipsteros? Kim, like I said, Kim has not thrown up since then. You can check whenever Atlantis was last in theaters. Or whenever it was in
Excuse me?
theaters. Yeah.
For a while,
Sick,
I thought
dude.
you were saying that that Atlantis, the movie itself, was really bad.
Well,
and I
that's
was
what
like,
she
really?
jokes
I
about.
remember it being really good.
That's what she jokes about. Well, I could have sworn I've seen it. I didn't like it either. It's been forever, but I don't remember it, to be fair. So I'm not gonna like criticizing
Yeah, no,
plot points
it's
when I don't
fine.
remember it. But also, to be fair, I'm really harsh on films. I think the even the Avengers story that I finally caught up on and watched the end of was terribly written and full of plot holes, but that's another problem. Also, Disney! Disney not know what they do's. Just kind of like, hey,
Yep.
let's buy some huge intellectual properties, make films, and bank!
Did you hear about and/or see like the clips of the Monster Hunter live action trailer?
Not any new ones in like this past year. They've been working on this forever.
Yeah, no, I just was wondering if there was like anything more, but
The last one I think I
it just
saw
seems
was like
so terrible.
yeah, it's so awful. It's like Gormagala and Rathalos were like fighting in a
Rathalos.
mall, and then there's like people with tanks and machine guns. It's like it's so awful. You know what it reminds me of? A thing that is happening in a couple days. The Witcher Netflix show is finally coming out, and God, it's just as bad. I just saw an article, I don't remember where it was, but someone just posted this, like, or maybe it was a YouTube video. I didn't click on it though. It was like, how much does the Witcher Netflix show actually know about the Witcher games? And I'm like, oh God, no.
3%.
Yeah, it looks so bad. It looks like they basically looked at Game of Thrones, went, oh, that sold well. Let's try and buy something of an intellectual property that we can pass off as another Game of Thrones. And it's like they were like, oh, Witcher. Sure, that's gotta be close enough, right? No, it's the opposite of what that is. But no.
And if they actually use some of the monsters from Witcher, that would also be cool.
I doubt it though. From what it looks like, I've seen trailers of it. It seriously looks like they're going for a Game of Thrones kind of style, which is so
be fair to
anti The Witcher.
Netflix.
I've played all 3 of the games and read, let me see how many books. I think 3 books. Yeah, 3 of them. I have a couple more, but it takes me a while to get through novels. It takes me a while to get through games.
Hamster, the only thing that would ever make me watch a live action Monster Hunter is if they made it so it was actually Monster Hunter and not going to the real world, and they just made custom armor sets for the main characters and stuff, and maybe not even have main characters, just have hunters going out and like big mini hunts.
Iris's
and they
comment.
They built.
What'd she say?
I can totally. I gotta read it in the right voice. I can totally feel a bromance with you guys sharing your gross experiences.
How about no?
Don't you mean gross experiences?
It's okay. I'll give you a belated rim shot. There you go. You're okay.
I was half expecting Joe.
For the effort. But yeah, like The Witcher one in particular, people are showing off like comparisons of cosplays people have done for like less than $1,000 and what Henry Cavill is actually wearing in the Witcher Netflix show, and
that does not look like Geralt.
No, it looks nothing like Geralt. You don't even need to know anything about The Witcher to know they screwed that up. And the thing is, the outcry for it was almost as bad as the Sonic movie, and they didn't care. At the very least, in the Sonic movie, they fixed how horrible he looked. He's not nightmare fuel anymore. I mean, the movie itself still looks terrible, but they can't fix that. You know, they can't like rewrite the script.
Everyone knows Geralt looks old.
Yeah.
And ugly.
That's just
and
Henry
mutated,
Cavill wearing a gray
scarred.
wig. He looks like Legolas, for crying out loud.
Hey,
where's all the
Alex.
scars? Oh, by the way, where's like these huge gas scars on his face? Like Geralt has those recognizable.
Yeah, he's got very particular scars. They all come from certain things too.
Sorry to cut you off, Alex. I'm gonna leave in a minute. I just wanted to say one more thing.
So lonely.
I'm so hungry.
To be fair to Netflix, they did do a really good Dark Crystal series. I loved it.
I mean, these are all different teams you're talking about. I mean, if you really wanted to go there, Daredevil Season 1 is outstanding. It's not like stuff on Netflix exclusive is inherently horrible. It's just whoever happens to be in charge of this one in particular, they need to go home.
Did you
They
see
need
the
to go
Dark
play
Crystal one?
Witcher.
Yeah, really, they just need to go play Witcher.
Before I go, I just wanted to ask if you've seen the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance.
I haven't yet. I don't have Netflix. My parents do, and Kim and I have Hulu. So we get to see different stuff. Which I was half like, well, at least I don't have to even at least be tempted to watch The Witcher because it comes out on the 20th. But yeah, I should have thought to look the Dark Crystal up. I've seen the film, the old film, but I have not seen the new thing. But
The series is amazing. I give it 10 out of 10.
it's good. I want to see it.
But anyway, I'm going to head out. See you later. I'll look on the art stream to see how far you've got afterwards, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. I'm hoping at least to finish up Dire Colors today. He's taken a little longer than I expected. If you see anything on the actual stream itself, I kind of finished up the grayish browns on him. Now I'm just doing the lights, and I know the light, that's gonna be the hardest bit. So, we'll see. Hopefully he's done today. It's already 4. Good lord. Because as soon as Kim gets home,
Yeah.
I'll be like, that time's up.
But anyway, see you later, Alex.
Yeah, thanks for joining. I'll see you later.
Have fun, guys. Bye, Joe. Bye.
Toodles.
See ya, and stay cool.
Stay cool. Stay funky fresh.
Don't ever make fun of that. Don't.
Don't ever
Yeah.
what? What?
What was that? I sorry, cut off there.
I had
sorry.
no idea what you said.
Don't make fun of my saying. The
Ah.
phrase I say to people.
Well, that's all I do is just
Make
pick
fun
on
of
things that
everything.
people say. That's my thing.
I'm
Otherwise,
sorry.
don't apologize.
I will apologize, and you won't do anything about it because you know your place. I will dislike your video and unsubscribe right now.
I will dislike my own video and unsubscribe from myself too, if I could.
You
Oh,
can
you know
actually
what- you
dislike
know
your
what,
own videos.
I don't know why, but that reminded me of something. So here, I'm gonna shamelessly check. Okay, yeah, it's Joe. I'm gonna say like, I'm gonna shamelessly have to check like, which one of you guys had to leave? So,
There's only one of us here.
I know.
That's me.
I can't. Okay, here. To be fair, I cannot see Discord right now. I
Right,
have.
but you cannot tell from my voice who
I
am.
can't.
Because we all sound the same.
Yeah, like penguins.
Okay. I'm going to do a really high voice so you can recognize me. All right, let's do this now.
That works. I'm totally down with that.
Okay.
I
okay.
think. I mean, like
Hey.
you can recognize my voice in a group though, so you should be okay. It's just, I don't know. I do not have a good ear for detail, I guess. But anyway, I was
Okay.
gonna check because oh yeah, duh. He said he was checking on Dyer later. Should have known. Context clues, Alex. You should have paid attention. So, what I was gonna say was thing. I forget. Oh yeah, Joe. Did I talk to you about the Smash Brothers stuff yet? Cause I don't
No.
know if I. Okay. Are you playing that game at all? Like, do you even care?
Smash Bros. I'd rather play that with my sister on Switch, or even the Wii. But
Yeah.
no, I'm not up to date. Give me the rundown of how Smash Bros. Is coming.
Oh, like, okay. Well, right now people are just losing their minds, like in anticipation for character number 5 is what is going up, and the fact that there was absolutely nothing at the Game Awards. The rumor mill has been like going absolutely berserk, and people are trying to like figure out who it is, and there's been some really weird stuff happening lately, and I just wanted to talk to somebody about it and just unload because I don't know
Go ahead.
how to feel about it all, and I need some sensible human beings in the world to understand where I'm talking here. So, I guess first, I did a video over a month or so ago talking about Cosmos potentially being in Smash Brothers. It was like a random one-off thing. Did you see that?
You said it a bit in our last what's it called? What are you going to call these? Art commissions. You mentioned it, but I didn't get around to seeing your video. I've been really caught up with things.
Yeah.
Being an adult sucks.
Yes, I understand. So here, I'll spark notes, yo, right? So, plus there was, I think, like 2 of the things in that video I showed off ended up being fake. We found out they were not real, but the other things were never like proven wrong yet. Like, first off, sometime in like early 2017, I think. You know who Masahiro Sakurai is, right? The dude who, the main director who's been working on every single Smash game.
I've heard of him. I never.
If you watch any of the presentations when they show stuff off for Smash Brothers, that's the guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not really a geek or.
I'm a
intensive
freak
fan.
with this game, mainly because it's like a video game history thing at this point, you know. So plus I grew up playing this. I put more hours into Melee than probably any other single video game ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of intensive time.
Yeah, and most of it was solo. I was a very Ronri person, and I thought it was just really neat, like, especially in Melee, how I would just be playing by myself and randomly I would get like a challenger approaching window and a character who I had no idea was in the game was suddenly there. Like, all of a sudden Ganondorf is in the game. I was like, how? How can that even be possible? So, I mean, you can't do stuff like that anymore because the internet, but back then it was just amazing. So, I don't know, that kind of swept me up into it, I guess, the whole concept. So, anyway, from there, people are like desperately trying to figure out who this last character is, because they told us over a year ago the Fighters Pass, all 5 characters would be out by February 2020. Well, that's coming really soon, and we still don't even know who the last one is. So we're all like, what's going on? Everybody thought that it was going to be at the Game Awards when they were going to announce something, and shocker, there was nothing there. And now we're hoping for a Nintendo Direct, and crickets on that front too. So I don't even know what's happening. They might have a whole Smash Brothers Direct coming soon.
Anticipation is killing everyone, including you.
Yes.
And
well, here,
and
what's
everyone...
making it so awful is the very little information we do know through leaks. Okay? That's what's making it excruciating. Because of some of the stuff I was gonna say about, like, the Cosmos related things. You know who Cosmos is?
Cosmos. I'm gonna have to look this up.
It's cool if you don't. She's not that well known. She's more of like a 2000s era PS2 cyborg character from Xenosaga, which is Monolith's series of games before they were purchased by Nintendo to make Xenoblade. Which
this is interesting character choice. Ultra Weeb.
She's actually a really cool character if you got to understand the games. It's one of Kim's favorites. She's wanted Cosmos for so long, and I always said, like, there's no chance they'll ever do that. But her name's
is that
been
what
coming
that
up a
art
lot.
was? Where is it?
Oh yeah. If you saw an art commission, I did. Hopefully Kim doesn't hear. She's not here yet, because I did an art commission of Cosmos.
That dual Gatling guns.
Yes.
I'm guessing. Ah!
So anyway, where I was going. Okay, so I just want you as an impartial listener to tell me honestly what you think of all the stuff that I'm gonna throw your way. Okay, this is stuff we know about who Character 5 is. Well, might be attributed to 5. We know that in, I think, early 2017, I think, Sakurai purchased this model toy that looks kind of like a Gundam. It's technically from an anime, but it looks like some mech toy. And he told people it's related to his new project he's working on. We know now, during that period of time, he was working on developing characters for Smash Brothers Ultimate and their DLC. And we haven't seen anything mech-like yet. So, you would figure the first pass would probably have this. So, if anything, and Cosmos does use a mech in the game, so it could be like a possible Final Smash, though she's got certain attacks that I would expect would be Final Smash worthy first, but that suspicious purchase is eating at people, or like, what was that about? There were several leakers coming out claiming that the next character was going to be Cosmos and she was going to be revealed at the Game Awards. Obviously, the Game Awards thing was wrong. So we don't know if, like, they were right in the character department, like it was an actual leak, because too many people said it. I'm going to say, like, at least 4 different instances of people all saying that it was Cosmos, but we got nothing there. There's technically this color theory thing that doesn't tell you much. But it kind of points towards Bandai Namco getting the next character who owns Cosmos. Oh, here's one. So, for Smash Brothers 1-year anniversary, they came out and posted a bunch of pictures to their Twitter account. One of the pictures... Oh yeah, and before, man, what a nice Gundam for my collection. Well, he actually told people that it was for his new project. Anyway, one of the pictures they showed off for this 1-year anniversary showed all of the DLC characters together surrounding Mario, but for some reason Daisy is there. And by the way that they're positioned, you can probably find this picture online, this just got released. The way it looks like they're hinting at the next character being female, which would make sense because we haven't had any female characters yet. Some people are even complaining that the DLC pack is a sausage fest. So, I don't know about that. We'll see. Cosmos would certainly fix that. Now, one thing that was not in that video, it's, I think, the most damning evidence, just happened not too long ago. I think it was the day of the Game Awards. We got this really weird thing that happened. There was a mod video somebody made to mod Cosmos into Smash Ultimate, and the video was called something like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate mod Cosmos reveal. And the thing is, it was taken down suddenly by Nintendo, and we have no idea why. There's been other stuff that's been taken down by Nintendo, and namely like Megalovania remixes, potentially for Smash Brothers crossover if it were to happen. Those were taken down before Sans was put in with a Mii costume and music for Megalovania and Smash Brothers. So now people are thinking, is this Nintendo working early to stop this video that basically says in its title, Smash Brothers Ultimate Cosmos reveal, to make sure that, you know, people actually see their video instead of look at this mod? Because it was flagged for like Mario Kart content, which to me screams they were trying to hide what it was actually for. But I don't know. That, because a lot of people are claiming like, oh, well, trolls probably did that to get the video down. And to that I say, it has taken me so much time to take down videos where I see accounts that copy my videos and just post them. You know, it takes forever to get that stuff taken down. And you're telling me that some troll managed to get this taken down the day of, somehow had their account say that they are Nintendo. There's too many weird things. You know, I don't see that being right at all.
Yeah, that is very, very suspicious, like ridiculously.
Yeah, and it's still down, by the way. People have investigated it, and they are like, this is really weird. Now here, I typically want to go for evidence like that first. Things that come from the horse's mouth, like actually from Nintendo, like the Daisy picture and that Cosmos takedown. So that's why I listed those first. Because I don't really like listening to leakers. I don't really trust them as much. But the leakers that we do have, who have been consistently right on a few things, have both been playing this weird game with their sources, where instead of trying to figure out what the character is, they're trying to figure out who the character is not. Because I think Nintendo has been cracking down on leakers lately, and their non-disclosure agreements are getting kind of intense. And because of that, they're like not allowed to admit to who the character is, but they're allowed to say who it is not, if that makes sense. You know, if like you signed a non-disclosure agreement because you had to, I don't know, say you're a videographer and you had to put together the video for Smash Brothers' reveal trailer, and you found out because you see it. Or you were the person who does facial animations, you know, and you found out through that. Makes sense, right? But you also are still signing this agreement. For some reason, for months, because after Terry came out, people were trying to figure out who number 5 is forever. And the only information we kept getting was, it's not this character, it's not this character, it's not this character. And this list was growing longer and longer. I was even joking with you guys last time I was on here, just like telling you, hey, name a franchise. Not even just a character. Name a franchise. I bet you they were on the list of the disconfirmed characters and franchises for past 5. It was getting absurd. So with all of that, eventually they asked both of these people, who have different sources for the record, they both asked their sources, is the character Cosmos? And they both got the same response, even though immediately for every other character they asked about, they immediately just got a no. For Cosmos, they both got a I don't know, or I'm not sure.
So it's basically avoiding the question.
Yes, they avoided the question. One of them straight up didn't answer the question, and they had to be asked again, to which they responded, I don't know, or I'm not sure. Which, since they both say that, maybe that means it's just a, you know, terms of agreements in the non-disclosure agreement. Like, if someone straight up asks you the question, this is how you're supposed to respond kind of thing. But, I don't know. That seemed really fishy. And also, now, what's really weird, both of those leakers have kind of gone silent. They stopped saying anything. I think they probably got a message from their sources saying, hey, if you keep pressing, because you kind of figured out who it was, and you tell them that this is who it is, I'm going to lose my job, which means you are not a leaker anymore. So,
yeah,
I think they're protecting themselves by saying nothing. Because the most recent thing we just got was one of the leakers just came out and said, oh, here's 3 more characters that it's not. And there are 3 nonsense characters that are never going to get into Smash. Like, one of them's Morrigan from, what is that, Darksiders? Like, I'm sorry. Have you seen Morrigan? She ain't getting into Smash Brothers. You can't have your 2 biggest assets out and flopping around in kids' faces and call that okay. If Mai can't even stand in the background of your game, you can't play as Morgan. So they're asking about nonsense characters now, and we're all looking at them like, that's weird. And the fact that we're talking about this character that is like Kim's favorite for so long, and she's won it in Smash, and it's like one of those it'll never happen characters, and somehow it's like at the top of the conversations. I'm just really scared it's gonna end up all being wrong. Maybe they used this character is like leak bait to like spread rumors about to see who leaks it, you know, so you know who to fire on your team. But I'm hearing it way too often, like from too many people. I don't know. It's the fact that it's the culmination of like the leakers not knowing for sure, or claiming that they don't know for sure that it's Cosmos, but apparently everybody else under the sun for sure it's not them. And then that mysterious mod video takedown. That's weird. I saw that and I went, how is it not Cosmos? But that's why I've been clearly obsessing over this for too long. You're just hearing all this stuff now, so I kind of hear like you guys' take, level-headed. How does this actually sound to you? Like, am I getting my hopes up here, or does it actually sound like that's what's going on? Plus, also, I guess before you answer that, I think they avoided the Game Awards because Cosmos is a character who's probably gonna be a bit of a shocker, like a who is that? Japan would know her a lot better. So they might want to do a double reveal like they did with Hero and Banjo. Like, give us, say, a Western representative character from a weird company like Master Chief, you know, or something weird at the same time to start the next pass off. Because you gotta make money, you know. These are here to make money. Yeah, Pixar, hey, your icon is blue. Weird. How about Felicia from Darkstalkers? Nobody from Darkstalkers. This is not gonna work. I don't know. But Joe, what do you think?
Sounds like a bunch of stuff is going on. Like,
Yeah, there's certainly a lot going on. I just don't know what to think because I don't want to get my hopes up. But at the same time, I feel like every
give a
time
real
we've...
opinion.
Huh?
It's really hard to give a single opinion about it.
Yeah, because I mean, every time we've had a character's name show up this much in conversation, like we were talking about Erdrick from Dragon Quest forever, and he finally got in as DLC. So it seems like whenever we talk about a character this much through leakers, it's like they're in for sure. And you know, Erdrick was technically, since like I said, he was one that kind of leaked. That could be a reason why they waited to do a double reveal. But, I have no idea. We won't know until they just come out and tell us. FBI, open up!
You're going to have to just wait, I guess.
Yeah, I've heard, yeah, people bring up Makoto, but yeah, too much boobage. The boobage is gonna knock people down. In a non-literal sense. You just get gated from Smash
People
Brothers.
having with
So that's
people
a
with
Felicia.
boobs on the brain.
Boobs on the brain. But yeah,
Alright.
like, a lot of characters, or the female characters, have to get edited somehow for Zero to pass them. Like, Bayonetta's butt flaps are not there anymore, and she doesn't, like, strip herself when she attacks with her hair. Understandable. But, like, what else is there? Corrin, female Corrin, has some edit to... I think original female Corrin showed some thigh off, and Zero was like, no. Zero is, like, totally down for guns in Smash Brothers anymore, but they're like, whoa, can you upskirt that girl? That's wrong. You can't do that. That's scary. The only thing that's scarier than guns in a video game is panties. Terrifying. And boobage. Which is going to stop a lot of characters like Mai from even showing up as a PNG file. That's amazing. It's just funny knowing where the line is. I heard Makoto as in Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. No. Smash Bros. Not for kids, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not for kids, actually. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such a strange game, though. I've heard some talk about Digimon. Like, there's supposedly this Digimon video direct happening soon where they're supposedly going to have some, quote, shocking surprise. I doubt they're going to announce the Smash Brothers thing, but, like, wouldn't that be so cool if Agumon gets in Smash Brothers? I don't know, Digimon versus Pokemon would finally be a thing. Have you seen Ivy's Player 1 outfit in Soul Calibur? The boobage is on freaking overload. No, I don't really play Soul Calibur. Yes, I have played Soul Calibur. Oh, tell that to Lollipop Chainsaw. I'm excited for No More Heroes 3. I'm glad that's finally, like, looking good, because Travis Strikes Again, I was so bummed about. And it even scored really badly, too, which is a bummer. I'm still going to wait for No More Heroes to come out first before I play the new one. But I really loved the original, too. They're just so stupid. It's, like, so... I don't know. It's got its own flavor of humor. I don't even think Lollipop Chainsaw does it right. You know, that's... It's kind of pandering to another audience, you know? You know, there's been an achievement trophy when you look up Juliet's skirt and Lollipop Chainsaw. Of course there is. Imagine if Pokemon continues to go in a Dino World spiral and plot twist, Digimon takes over as the superior. You know, a lot of people have been pointing out that the new Digimon game looks substantially more fun than the new Sword and Shield game. So, I would not be shocked. Pokemon, all they need to do is release an Ultra version of Sword and Shield, and I think that's going to be evident. People are going to be like, yeah, we've had enough. I've already had enough at this point. They've really got to impress me to get my money back. A good name for a shiny fracture? Did you just find this? Oswald. Unless, let me see, I'm trying to get, nah, definitely Oswald. Oswald. This shiny Haxorus is such an intimidating, amazing shiny. No one's is gonna be named Oswald, so yours should be. To even get that, you have to do it 10 times too, not just once. Oh my gosh, that is messed up. Suda51, such a perv. I heard a lot of people say they want Travis touchdown in Smash. I've wanted him since Brawl, and I've kind of died out on that want, but if No More Heroes 3 does particularly well, then I'd probably want him back again. I just don't know how you get him to charge his Beam Katana in a game that's not rated M. You still there, Joe, or did you peter out?
I'm here. I'm just not talking.
I see.
I...
Wonder how
So you...
Huh?
What were you going to say?
Nothing. At this rate, I'm rambling.
You asked if it was okay to
You kind of glitched there. Can you
color.
say that again?
You asked earlier about coloring my commission on stream.
Yeah. If I finish Dire and you're cool with that.
It's fine. I mean, no one's really gonna care.
I don't
Hopefully.
think so either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides, for the reason you were worried about, I kind of toned down substantially and made it my own style anyway. So
Yeah, it's a lot more cartoony.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Which is
trying to
I'm
fit
fine
more
with.
of like the Christmassy, you know, feel to it. You know. Plus, it looks more like I did it. You know, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Because otherwise, before I was just kind of copying the art you showed, which like this doesn't feel right.
That's fine. Honestly, that's fine. Anyways, I wanted to be more different than hers. Anyways, we're good friends. I wanted to make something special
she
for her, but
Right.
I
Yeah,
just...
you don't want to give her something that she could have just done. So I get that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that too. Yeah. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Ah, the whole thing's gone. Good lord, Dyer. This is becoming a lot harder than I thought. Still gotta get
Sorry,
inside.
something just came up.
Okay. Seems like with every new Pokemon game, hey guys, guess what? Now there's super ultra dark Pokemon with some basic storyline and stuff, and they sell 2 of almost the exact same game. Yeah, people are like, wow, their sales are so high. And I'm like, well, do you see what kind of horrible marketing tactics they're doing? They're selling 2 of the same thing, divided by at least 2. And then there's the fact that these Pokemon games are increasing their price substantially. Like, they used to be $40 games a pop, and now they're $60. And the game's quality is arguably lower. You're getting less content for sure, but even the quality's lower. So, like, sorry, I'm not giving you $60 there, Pokemon. But a lot of other people, they're just diehard Pokemon fans, and they're gonna buy both versions. So, yeah, the sales are inevitably gonna be up, even if you sell less Pokemon games. You know what I mean? So, ugh. Also, the reviews are disgusting. Like, the real reviews, because you can see, like, user reviews on, like, Amazon. I don't mean to cut you off there, Joe, but I just want to finish this thought really quick. But I've seen memes, people pointing out, like, reviews from, like, IGN and stuff, and the reviews are, like, really high, suspiciously high, and people make memes of it, like, that's where all the money went. But, yeah, Amazon reviews from actual people, they're bad. Not just Amazon, but all sorts of reviews. From anything where real human beings get to make the reviews, people are crapping on the game. Even YouTube reviewers who do this kind of stuff. Which, I'd be doing more review stuff coming in the next year. I already know what my first game is going to be that I do the review on, and it's a series you haven't even seen me do anything on for my channel. It's going to be like, what? It's going to be like, what? I could just tell you what it is, but it'll be like, what? I've never done anything like that. Nintendo is buying the game themselves. Looks like it is selling well. I was thinking the same thing. If you want my guess, Pokemon is already dead. Since the games keep what the previous ones have, there's no recovering unless they scrap old ideas and Pokemon, and they do that, it's not even Pokemon anymore. I'm thinking they need a completely new direction. Like, they need a Mario Odyssey, they need a Breath of the Wild version, you know, a true reimagining of what the game needs to be, like a Monster Hunter World version, because they are stuck in a rut right now. It's bad. I'm just gonna say, they released their Skyward Sword, and they need a lot of dev time and really hard thinking about where they went wrong, sitting in the corner in timeout till they realize who they should apologize to and make us our Breath of the Wild version, right? Or Monster Hunter with the Generations example before you make Monster Hunter World. You know, you did your scummy thing, you can make something better. You can make something better. I believe they can. But at the same time, Game Freak, just over the years, has just proven that if they can take shortcuts and people are still going to buy it, they'll do it. They'll do it. They don't care. They absolutely don't care. And that really sucks. Because I've got, like, I love Pokemon. I got so much Pokemon stuff in my house. You know, it's just so terrible what they're doing. So terrible.
I'm really not into Pokemon anymore. I enjoyed the earlier games, but that's about it.
When did you stop?
Pearl, maybe?
I can see that one stopping anybody. Yeah, those I still think are the worst Pokemon generation games. Though I said that before Sword and Shield came out. Now I haven't played Sword and Shield, so I'm not going to outright say that they're worst, but they look it. And from what I hear, they are, but I'm not going to, you know, go out and say that they are until I played them. But yeah, Diamond and Pearl really ruined it. So at least you played, like, I think the best 3 generations of Pokemon before they got really bad.
Yep.
Basically when Satoru Iwata was fixing all their problems personally. You know that the first Pokemon game wasn't going to happen at all, but Satoru Iwata had to personally fix the code so that the game could even be released, which is why Gen 2 looks so similar to Gen 1, because it's basically Satoru Iwata's fixed game. Like, God, that's so scummy. You know, isn't that just horrible? Like, they just can't develop games. They've been getting away with it for so long, too. Alright, here we go.
The other reason why I wanted, I told you I'm friends with her, but I really should have just said that we're actually online dating.
Mm-hmm. I kind of
And-
assumed.
We've been friends for 6 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Way back on Monster Hunter for You is when I met her, and it was a really hard point in my life. And she reached out. We kind of understood how each of us felt.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, we've been friends for 6 years, like a very founded hard. We had a really strong base of our relationship. Let's just say that.
That's good. A lot of people would kill to be with somebody for that long. I think I was with Kim for 6 years before we actually got married. Not to throw that one at you, but it's what 6 years made me think of.
Wow, convenience.
What do you mean?
No, I mean like 6 years. I've known her for 6 years.
Yeah. Oh,
That-
shoot, there are a few of these on the face. And also, I think...
It is scary to think about how long I've known her and how much she means to me.
Is this like an online-only thing? Have you met in person?
Not yet.
Yeah, that hurts it a lot. I was in an online relationship before, and
I mean,
it's one
I
of
have
those,
made
like,
plans to visit her, but
if you're already in it, then for sure, stick there. It's good, but I tell people, if you can avoid even starting it, try, because it's painful. It's not fun.
I mean, I do plan on visiting her someday.
Yeah,
But
that's
right now I'm in a tight
6
spot, and she
years
says
you
she's.
still haven't even
I'm
gotten to meet
always.
her.
She did say I was always invited.
How? Can you mind me asking how far away are they?
I'm in Canada.
Yeah, I know where you are.
Yes. And they're in the probably closer to you by a long shot.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Substantial.
I do have my passport.
Yeah, that'd be
Step number one.
probably a little too far for a car road trip.
But I could probably take a plane.
I can hear Thomas squealing at the top of his lungs right now. Just kidding. That was wholesome. That's a Thomas word. It'd be like Breath of the Wild. We can go anywhere, do anything, anytime, more turn-based. Yeah, no more turn-based. Yeah, for sure, Pixar. I agree with all that. Let's darken this a bit here. It's kind of tough to gauge. I hope it works out well enough so that the distance isn't a problem. Are you guys like trying to figure something out, or are you still just like? Because eventually, the problem with it is like someone's gonna show up in the other person's life, like physically in real life, and you'll both be like, okay, it's now or never time. Like one of us has to move, or this is gonna get weird.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think she'll. From what she said, her in relationships, she doesn't really. It's a lot personal, so I'd rather keep that
Yeah,
between us.
for sure.
A lot of it. It's just one of those things where we both care so much about each other, but it's just situation to situations.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what color Dire Morales' tongue is. I have no idea what to color this. I have no idea what I'm gonna color this. Also, I should probably take that darker color and go around him a bit too, because he needs some shadows on him. Oof, he's taking a while. It's pretty fitting to Joe's story. Yeah, I'm thinking of hanging with Thomas a little too much. He says something like that. Thomas has been gone from streams for so long. I love the background music. Metroid Prime's got some wonderful music. Could just color his tongue this color for now, which stinks. Mixed feelings about the new Sword and Shield Pokemon. I don't really have any that I look at and I'm like, I like that Pokemon. They're all like, ugh. Ugh. That's real? Or I just start laughing at them. Say some of their names out loud and you too are in for a good time. Oh, they're bad. I think my favorite one to say out loud is Clobblepuss. That's bad. That is just bad. Who thought that was a good idea? Name a Pokemon Clobblepuss. Like, what did Matt and I say? Like, oh yeah, you want to get all creamy and Clobblepuss? Oh god. My nose is starting to go, which means my neck's out of place. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Oh yes, we all know you like to get all creamy and Clobblepuss. Oh, it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. Still, I think I need to go around with the, that reddish color, because Dyer, I think the edges of his, you know, I should probably do this with a glow instead. I'll make a glow layer. Which means I gotta draw with a different pen. Drop the hardness all the way down, size goes up, flow goes down to 0, opacity goes down to like 30. Change the color over to like a brightish red. Here we go. I don't want to punch something 8 times, Gabriel. That's not exactly where I was going with that, guys. But, you know, you can Clobblepuss, if that's what it's called. It's still not dark enough. Let's go higher than 41. How about 67? Man, it's still too light. There we go. He's got a little bits of faded red on his teeth. For some reason. I don't know why. He just does. Missed a tooth. Yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to get your commission done soon, Joe. This is the first day I've been able to come back and sit down and do this.
Relax.
Yeah, jeez, it's been so nuts lately, and I still have that job interview thing tomorrow, which, if I get that, it would be outstanding for us, but it would also mean that I'm gonna be super busy, because it's a 40-hour-a-week thing, which I mean is gonna work with a new schedule that I'm still planning on making a vlog video telling you guys about. No, I normally wait till stuff comes in the P.O. box to do vlog videos and tell you guys about things, so I kind of double dip, because otherwise I got a bajillion videos coming up all the time on my channel. Yeah, hoping to making that new review style videos coming out, and as well as a bunch of other stuff I want to get done. That kind of works. I'll shade the tongue a bit. There we go. Cool. And then maybe even a little in there. Okay. Her head looks pretty finished. I'll go back through with another color in there later. Though he does have some glow going down his neck. Clobblepuss. My god, what were they thinking? I just can't even say it out loud without going, oh my god. Someone working there was like, yes, Clobblepuss. I'm gonna run to the restroom really quick, and my nose is killing me, so I'll be right back. Chicken noises! It wants me to ruin this song. 2 words, chicken noises. How is it chicken noises? Anyway, guys, I'll be right back. Back. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Entertain us, Joe!
No,
No! Why?
you've been rejected.
You gotta be entertaining. I mean, Squad Fam at least does backflips.
I can't do backflips. I can only do front flips.
Can you actually do a front flip?
Yes.
Really?
I can also do a handstand push-ups. I can
Handstand
Do it.
push-ups?
on a bar. You know, you pull yourself up on the bar, then you climb up and do a handstand push-up.
Oh, wow. Oof. Oof. No. God.
Yes, you can do that.
No.
It's humanly possible.
Not hamsterly possible.
You
There's
can do it, hamster. It
No
takes
way.
very little practice.
Really?
Well, I'm
'cause
still
I'm
young.
imagining like a chin-up bar, and you somehow like hold yourself above that, and just balance perfectly, and somehow do a reverse chin-up. You know? I don't see how like, oh god, hey, my nose is killing me now.
Oh please, hamster, it's not that hard. You just need to be flexible and young.
I'm neither.
Oh, it would take you too long.
You what?
I'm pretty sure if you went and did it, give yourself like a couple weeks, a few months, maybe a year of practice,
In
you
the
could do it.
hospital after I'm done?
You could
This
do
young
it,
man attempted to do a, what's this? Reverse handstand? This is how we got into the ER.
Oh, you'd be just fine.
Who hit the dislike button? I'm curious. Treason of the highest order. To which there is no other fate but capital punishment that we award those. Let me get this light going right. Looks pretty good and glowy. I'm gonna have to add some more colors, obviously, but man, Dyer was harder than I thought. I thought he would be so easy to color. It's probably because I'm trying to get the glow right. No, he's like super detailed though, you know? It's like doing Gogmazios all over again. That took forever. I feel like Hallowed was a little easier. Nargacuga probably took the least amount of time in the Monster Hunter ones I've done. Actually, yikes. Even that I finished in a single stream. This has been 2 so far. Bet that little snowflake wanted to feel special. What?
One person that dislikes you and feels special? How odd. How dare they?
How dare they? Alright. Kind of weird glow going around there, but I think it's just the way to do it. Oh god, my nose is so messed up. It's like the right half of my face. I really wish I could adjust this myself. I can't. Maybe I like stretch it or something. I'm gonna grab my face like this. I'm gonna pull. Man snaps own neck on live stream. To viewer shock. Oh, something went. Ugh. The other way.
Hamster, I don't think that's. I don't...
Oh. 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 Ugh. All right, let's see how that goes. Woo! Oh.
I think we should all be very afraid.
Yeah, that didn't feel so good. Hope I didn't screw something up in my head. More so than what's already messed up. Oof. Oof. Oof indeed. Yeah, speaking of oof, where's Crystal? Crystal's been gone for a while. I think she was in the last one we did. I think so. It's probably school. Yeah, everybody's been busy with school and such.
I don't have to worry about that, thankfully.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Not anymore now, as in like recently?
I already told you I got through school. Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Graduation fun.
Yeah, man, I never wanted to go to any of my graduations, but my family's one that's like, oh, you gotta go. I'm like, no, I don't. They sell you a garbage bag to wear because they're like, this is what you are now. You're our trash. Thanks for your money. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be garbage. And you're like, no, but that's you. Did you have to wear a garbage bag?
No.
So you didn't walk,
Wait.
you just graduated?
Sorry, I'm super distracted. What was that question?
Asked if you had to wear a garbage bag, and by that I meant the graduation get-ups you have to wear.
Oh yes, those. I really.
Trying to get me to notice what, Gabriel? The Cobblepus joke?
Yeah, I really didn't like graduation. If I'm being completely honest, it
I
was
hate
long,
graduations.
long, boring, and
Yeah. It's just a long sequence of listening to people clap. And you're like, sheesh. Like, this is just the beginning of the next failed experience in my life. Why are you all excited about this? Meta Ridley. Here we go. It's pretty sweet. Looks pretty sweet. Gonna go back at the top. Apparently there's more of this. I needed to glow. Another glow effect. I'm a little captivated by it. Looks nice. Makes it look like I put more effort in it than I did. Oh boy, oh god, my nose. It's so bad. Maybe it's the more I mess with it or something. I need something where like you guys can electrocute me every time I mess with my nose. Though I don't think I want to be at the mercy of the internet, having the ability to electrocute me live on stream at any point. Might be horrible.
yeah, I think electrocution is a bit extreme.
Nah, we can do it. We can totally do it. It's gonna be okay. Oh god, my nose. There it goes again. Don't shock me. Oof. Yep. Hey, it's the remix. It's a remix of the Meta Ridley theme on Brawl. No. No. You know what really stinks in the Smash Brothers remixes for Metroid? They I don't know who the heck did it. I forget, but they took like the Metroid Prime opening and went like in the beginning of it they voiced over Samus Aran is a space pirate who is ready to fight evil and stupid stuff like that, and it's so cringy and it's horrible. You already made that deal with the deer pooping Pepe being your profile. Seriously, does anyone have $100? I did say that. I said I'd do it. You guys couldn't do it. Though, I am out of the running unless you guys find some way to miraculously pull that off. I don't know what music came after that, though. I thought you had to... Because Meta Ridley is not the final boss. Oh yeah, you fight the Metroid Prime, which has its own theme. Similar to... This is Phendrana Drifts. No, this is the Chozo Ruins. No, it's not. I don't know what we're listening to. I don't know. It's been a while since I played that game. You guys saw the last time I played this game. I randomized it. Guaf would be proud. Guaf loves randomizing things. My dose. Here goes again. I did it. Crying out loud.
I have a bad habit of rubbing my nose and causing it to bleed.
You broke your nose?
No, I have a bad habit of rubbing my nose and it causes it to bleed.
Me too. I think we talked about that, bloody noses. We could go back to bloody nose again. We've already covered vomiting today.
How about no? I think it's a good idea to leave that as another conversation.
No. Yeah, it's a little intense. A little much. God, my nose is killing me though. Seriously, it's so itchy. I don't know what it is. It's seriously like... Maybe I'm holding my head at a weird angle or something, but like the nerve endings in my neck, something's getting pinched that goes straight here to my nose and my face. Maybe if I like do this or something. Try and change the angle. I love the sequence of events that transpired this stream. That happens each time. All sorts of weird stuff. God, it's so freaking itchy. I didn't think I'd spend this much time on this. Here we are. Yeah, I'm probably not going to get time to pull off doing yours on top of this during the stream, Joe. Might have to be another day. So I might have to do it offline. There were some colors. I think I had notes written down somewhere of what colors were what. So yeah, I know I'm probably gonna screw something up, and I'm hoping it's not like substantial.
As long as you let me know, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'll probably just read the messages you have, just have Discord up based on the colors you told me, and I'll just go from there and try and finish the whole thing and then just send it to you.
Yeah.
Is that okay to post on, well yeah, I'll kind of have to, I guess, to give it to you. I'll put it on the Wycademy page. Ugh. Okay, so that's our red glow. And we're finally ready to go in there and change some actual colors up. Which I think I might do on this layer, but we're going to change the glow to like a bright yellowish orange. Yes, I think he's right. Though I might want to make the opacity a little darker, I don't know. god, yeah, it's ain't working. That is not good enough. First was disappointment of the Game Awards. Kim vomiting. Kim never threw up. She has not thrown up since the Atlantis thing. She keeps holding it in. That's what makes her feel so sick lately. And stomach bug stories. Excessive Monster Hunter discussion. Boobs for days. Disney sucks. Game Freak sucks. And almost 2 bloody noses. Anything I missed? I don't know. I got a pretty bad headache, but yeah. Oh, they got the new job thing. I got my hair cut. Oh. Is that a thing? Yeah. Come on, open up. I'm gonna get some light in here. I got a bad feeling I'm gonna have to switch to either much higher opacity. Even that's not bright enough. Make it 100. Maybe increase the flow a bit. Whoa. Yep, that's right. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Get that magma flowing. I pretty much always use just the circle brush. I don't know. I really shouldn't. Should use some others, but just like the look of this thing, I guess. Oh, I think this is the first phase of the Metroid Prime. So we're getting some final bossy stuff. By the way, I'm playing the Trilogy's music. So, it should start just bleeding into the next one after this. I think after this it still might go through with like a dark shadow color just to really make this dire pop. I can't believe I'm spending so much time on him, but... Oh shoot, I have no idea what the innards of this look like. Unless it's like just circly, spirally looking things. Maybe it's a dome. Like that. Oh gosh, this is gonna look weird. I don't know what this is gonna... I think it really should look like this, though. There, I think it's finally transitioning to the next one. Yes! Love this theme. This is awesome. For obvious reasons. Trying to get this one okay. The rest of it's probably going to be like... the direction. Hopefully it looks alright. We'll have to make like a big dome up top. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea what it would look like. So I've never seen the inside of this. Turn the flow down for this part. Maybe, eh? Oh man, I gotta get into playing the Metroid Prime trilogy. Honestly, I'd recommend you play the GameCube version of the first two if you can get your hands on them. Just because, I'm not a huge fan of, the Prime 3 controls being overlaid onto the first game. It just doesn't feel right. That makes sense. If that's even fair. And to even make it more fair, I played Prime 3 before I even played Prime 1 and 2, and you can just tell those first two games are not meant for those controls. Still have a Wii, so that's not a problem at all. Absolutely, yeah. Wii is pretty easy to get your hands on nowadays. It's a cheap console, which is awesome. Though, it's just better to get a Switch anymore. That is if somebody, you know, is like, I want to get into Nintendo consoles, but I don't want to buy a Switch for whatever reason. Let's get that curl going. That looks okay. It kind of looks like there's billowing fire in there. I'm gonna do it all with the glow layer, but it's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. I did a thing. Look at that thing I do. The thing I didn't do.
That thing.
I did that thing. Oh my god, my neck. My neck is
God,
so
my
messed
neck.
up. Seriously, it is really messed up. Oh, whoa. There is... I just found a knot, like the size of a... Oh, God. Like a grape. Right here. Right there. You can probably even see my fingers rolling over it. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Oh. That's what's screwing me up right there. I got a knot in my neck the size of a friggin' grape. There we are. Yeah, now it's looking good. Now we looking good. Still can't get a hold of a Switch. Wait, really? Oh, you'd think more would be available these days. Nope, apparently not. I get it, Christmas sales and whatnot. I was just joking about that, and you actually haven't been able to get your hands on a Switch. That is unfortunate. The Switch is absolutely outstanding. I think we were talking about, who was that? Or was that Squad saying they were finally getting their Switch? Man, I love this console. I've not loved a console this much since, probably the original DS. Even the original DS was still like, I still feel like there's more they could do with this thing, you know? The DS, though, did have a lot of really interesting stuff come out. And that's why we're really starting, like, port season, you know? We were porting N64 stuff to it. It was so weird. It took forever for the Ocarina of Time to finally make it. That was 3DS, though. And even still, like... I remember one of the first games you can get on your DS was Mario 64, which was really screwed up, because you didn't have an analog, and the game was, like, too difficult. I mean, if you guys have played that, I don't know, I had to get used to the screwed up controls. And the fact that they tried to add extra characters, but they forced you to play as some characters in some levels just to get certain stars, which was just really irritating. Wow, why are they so expensive? The price has gone up or something? I don't know. Really? I didn't think so. I didn't know their price actually changed. That is a shame, and that is news to me. I thought they were always like, they're $2.99, aren't they? I thought they're like always $2.99. No, it's okay, those are a little much. A little of that yellow to it. The belly's probably gonna have the most of that color. Of the glow. Of the evil. Of the immortal Dragonheart, or whatever he's got. Immortal Fireheart. Immortal Dragonheart.
Whatever you want to call it.
Well, it's got an actual name. That's why I'm like, the Immortal Whatchamadigger, whatever it's called.
Someone has something to say, they'll say it. Actually, it's this and that.
Yes, stupid.
How dare you not know?
Last time I looked, it was like, I think $2.99 or $3.99. Now it's around $4.99? That can't be right. I could have sworn even for like Black Friday they were on sale for substantially less than that, I thought. But also I know it's not. I know not. I'm gonna try and make the bottom part the yellow. So I'm pretty sure that's what goes up to the core. Get some of that fire going and glowing. Zhunk, 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 zhunk. This might be 2. Prime 2 is so hard, though. Like, that game is like, oh, God. It's part 1 for first Prime game. It's like, oh, that was easy mode. Now you want to deal with the real deal, and it's gonna hate you. Game is so hard. Oh, this is the menu theme. Why we waited this long to get to the menu theme? Kinda weird. Let me check, it's been a while. Okay, they've lowered the price because the holiday season, they're $2.59. That is a good deal. I would grab one. While you can, at least. Yeah, I'm hoping there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct really soon. There's so much Smash information we need. Also, we know nothing about Nintendo's 2020 plans. So, I would think that there's gonna be something coming up. Plus, I love Nintendo Directs. They're so fun. Can you zoom out, see the whole thing? Yeah, sure. I'll mess with my nose for a moment. I'm adding the glowing yellow effects to the fire. Then I'm gonna go through, probably add a little bit of shadows to him, and that's it. We're getting close. Also, I think we need that behind him. It's kind of hard to see him right now with it because it looks like it's transparent, but he will pop out of it later. Whew. Nice job. Oh, thanks, Pixar.
It looks really nice.
I'm spending too much time on this one. It's probably just because I love Dyer and I want to make sure he looks really good.
I just took a look at your stream. Looks nice.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Pixar told me to zoom out, so I might as well. Otherwise, we're just looking at a knee and whatever else I'm moving to. This. I gotta rotate to do this properly. Something that I feel like you can't do unless you have a tablet. I don't know how to do that normally on Photoshop without a tablet. Rotating. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe there's some way to get this far with these. There we go. Yeah, this is I was nervous about getting to this part. This part looks harder. Just keep the arch right. Really liking the lava flow effect there. Well, thank you. I was nervous about how to do it. I was even thinking, oh, I'm probably just gonna do flats on his lava. We got to that point, and I was like, this isn't looking right. I need to do more. The glow's looking good. Alright, now I'm gonna run up through the center. Something a little darker. This. So it kind of transitions right. Oh man, I am not looking forward to the holidays. I don't know, I can't stand Christmas.
Christmas is amazing. You waste money.
Christmas is amazing, you waste money?
Then you go into debt, then you suffer.
Oh, okay. I just have a lack of money all around. I mean, we had to basically fundraise on here, so I was able to at least surprise Kim with some gifts this year at all. And they were just from you guys, so I'm still gonna make a video showing if she's okay with that. Showing Kim get to open her gifts that you guys got her. Because that'll be fun at least. But, yeah, other than that, I don't know. It's just because it's a really off year for us. The money is really tight.
Yeah, I know how that.
Yeah, almost everybody's been there. just especially bad this year. Especially bad. But come on, it's Christmas. You know what? Probably the biggest thing I can't stand about Christmas is like, I don't know. You start listing the big things that come to mind when you think of Christmas. I don't like them unless it's giving gifts to others and getting gifts. I really love getting gifts for people who I get ideas for. But of course you need money for that. I'm gonna turn a light on finally. It's getting a little dark. And yeah, you need money to even do that. So yeah, it's I don't know. It's a commercialism holiday. And the family part of it, God, that might be the worst. It's fun when you're a kid, but as an adult, it kind of sucks. You have to throw copious amounts of money at sellers for gifts for your loved ones. Yeah. Like, I feel especially bad that, like, I can't afford to get stuff because for, like, friends of mine, even though I don't really have friends anymore. Never mind. Christmas is much better. Christmas is so much better if you just lose all your friends.
Wow. No friends.
No friends means cheaper Christmas. More gifts for you.
Buy just stuff for yourself.
Sigh, the most lonely Christmas. But yeah, that's how it feels. I don't know. You know, like how each friend group has that one friend who is just kind of like there that people don't really want to hang out with, but like they're friends with him anyway throughout school and stuff. Well, apparently I was that guy for my entire friend group, everybody, because like as soon as like graduation happened, nobody talked to me anymore.
Yep. I know how that feels.
Yeah, so I was
Fine.
like, wow, I went from having like 30 friends to 0. Well, 1. Even Matt like still gets contacted by these people and like hangs out with them and does stuff with them. And I'm like, why does nobody talk to me? Was I that guy? And they're like, yeah, I guess I was that guy. Why? Like, what did I do? I don't know. I guess it would just really stink to hang out with me.
You're pretty cool in my opinion.
Well, you were saying you understand how that goes, so you were that guy too, though. That's why. We're like-minded people. We're the kind of people that you don't want to hang out with. Is that Kim? Hello! I'll probably finish up the... Shoot. Ah! His Majesty. Why is Budo suddenly His Highness? Your beta's not picky. He eats nothing but those pellets. He's just too stupid to know where the pellets are. Meanwhile, me, what's a friend group? Y'all did a funny. Y'all did a funny, and I got the funny. I caught wind of the funny. I got my nose. I wonder if I can finish at least the yellow stuff. Get like the Immortal Dragon Heart? Is that it? Immortal Dragon Heart? Maybe that's the name? And maybe, I don't know. There we go, kind of swirly. It's all swirly. It's kind of got like some edges to it that are more prominent. There we go. Okay, cool. Now if I can go to the shoulder, how close am I? I'm about halfway with this. Probably won't take me that much longer. If I finish up the yeller, I mean the, oh, the core on the tail, that might suck. I don't know, these arms are easy though. The chest was a hard piece. Oh, thanks, Pixar. I'm just hoping that I can do really cool, illustration, so hopefully we can fundraise that computer. Plus, we get to, like, you know, sit down and have an excuse to just chat for hours. At the same time, doing a fundraiser. It's a fundraiser! We're raising fun! Raising fun to the max, huh? So much fun. Shoot me. Please don't. Don't figure out where I live and shoot me because I made that joke. It was bad. No, I think I put a little yellow on the outsides of this one. I don't know. No, I didn't. Okay. Could go up the neck. Oh, I did finish that, so I could do the tail. Suddenly Glavenus. Why suddenly Glavenus? Like, where'd that one come from? Oh, and then Joe fell down the stairs.
That's a dog running down the hallway.
Oh. When I watched my parents' dogs, before we got, like, carpeted stairs, one of their dogs over here would, like, put her legs out like this on the top of the steps and then start kicking with her back legs to run, like, sled with her belly down the stairs to get down because it was hardwood. She's a weirdo. But it sounded just like that. I'm gonna try and get this core looking right. I'm kind of nervous about this one. But this is probably like the last part that I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to draw that. Yeah, spoiler alert, I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what I'm doing.
How do I get
Live. What country am I in?
Where am I?
Is this real life?
It's a fundraiser. Shoot me.
This is
Someone
a place
bring
where I
that quote
waste
to the-
money?
What?
Nothing.
No, it was... They just quoted me on it. Hey, Kim. You see Dyer Morales? I assume that was a no. She said, absolutely not, you suck at art. That's what she said. She's getting changed. That's the same thing. Yeah, it might be a bad idea to walk on here wearing whatever you happen to be wearing right now. Work clothes. Yeah. Nobody wants to see that. We were talking about you throwing up earlier. Exactly. Though we were talking about, I think we segued into you throwing up because we were talking about Atlantis. Yeah, see?
Awkward.
See? It was so bad, it made you throw up. Oh god, whoa, 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 that feels weird. All of a sudden I got this weird zinger in my tooth, like a nerve's firing. Oh. Whoa, that feels weird. I don't know what that was about. Okay, there we go. I can even feel my nose like crunch when I move it around. Maybe there's something like out of place in my face. Whew. I'm gonna get all the way over here like that. Oh yeah, this is Prime too. Ugh. Just remember everything in that game. I was like, no! Like, I just need to get to the next save station. No! The game hates you. I'm telling you guys, that game hates you. Even when I finished Prime 1 randomizer, you guys were like, oh, you should do Prime 2 randomizer. Like, no. The game is horrible enough normally. Yeah, Boost Guardian with random stuff? Heck no.
Oh, I like your detail on it. Very nice.
His background color would probably be that when I get his circle. If it's gonna be a circle, I don't know. I might do something else. What if I just get an explosion? I don't know. It might be much, but I don't know. Or maybe I'll just change it from red to like blue so he pops some more. But we'll see.
Did your mom cut your hair? She make you go to great clubs.
Oh, she cut it. I made her cut it.
Good.
But I will need your help with this.
She shaved it.
I can't. Yeah, I can't get the back of my neck.
I'm glad she cut it shorter than she normally would.
I told her. She's like, "How short do you want it?" I said, "You remember my wedding photos?" She's like, "Oh no." I'm
I
like,
love it that
yeah.
short.
Well, I said that because I knew she would overshoot how short I wanted it to make it a little longer. So like, perfect. I'll tell her too short.
Plus, it looked great, and Courtney was like, "He looked great."
Yeah, right. I was like, I like it. I think it looks good. I gotta stop messing with the immortal heart. I got.
It is also very true that I have not thrown up since Atlantis came out in 2001. That is 18 years ago.
We were talking about throwing up for a solid 20 minutes.
I threw up a lot that time, and I've had acid reflux again since then, but not actually thrown up. Very important.
I don't know about Hollow Knight Randomizer. That game is way too long to do
And
the.
hard.
Well, Randomizer would be fun, but like, it's too long to want to do the
How
entire.
long have you been working on Dyer?
Too long. Well, here, I'm just been coloring for 3 hours. I did his inks in like a 4-hour stream, so this one's way too long. I'm over time for sure, but it's because I started. I did the flats and I was like, this isn't working. I need to go back over with glow effects, and
Yeah.
that's I'm getting too into the glow effects. So, well, to be fair, that was just me with the coloring because I thought, well, if I just ink him right, I won't need to worry about the coloring as much. That wasn't true. Yeah, you know how it goes. So.
Should I leave out some shrimp for His Majesty?
Why is he His Majesty all of a sudden?
Because he eats better than we do.
But we eat the same shrimp he eats.
And the bag of food costs as much as he did when we bought him.
You had to buy $60 worth of shrimp?
He was $20 when we bought him, I thought.
No.
Oh, then never mind.
He was 60. One of them we got, the first one was like 80, I think, because he was bigger.
Oh, I thought Buddha was only like 20.
God, no. I don't know where you found an eel for $20.
He was so little.
He is a little boy, but he wasn't that
And he
cheap.
demands lots of shrimp to stuff his neck tummy.
So do I. I mean, so I
Come
relate.
here, kitty. Coming up?
Oh,
Alright.
talking to your Pepe?
Yes, my Pepe. She went under the bed. I guess she wants to go back into her
Cut a kitty.
darkness.
I don't think you need to do that yellow on the outside. Okay.
I'm just doing a little bit of like dots of it. I really don't need to. I know. It's the fact that I did it on one. Yeah, you're cooking the sailman, and I did. Yeah, so I'm fine. I know. Alrighty. I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll head down. Yeah, I'm sure. Here we go. Get his little glow on. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So much glow. Oh, I need to, no. I need to do, what's a Rainbow Sponge Lady? Oh, yeah. Oh, the color. Woo. Oh, sometimes I just wiggle when I color. Right? Isn't that one of them? Sometimes I just wiggle.
Whoa!
Whoa! They probably don't. Does anybody here know Rainbow Sponge Lady? Look up Rainbow Sponge Lady if you don't.
I did not know Rainbow Sponge Lady.
No, Kim just enlightened me to Rainbow Sponge Lady recently, so
I just found out about
you are forgiven if you don't know Rainbow Sponge Lady. Not many have been blessed by Rainbow Sponge Lady. Go to YouTube, just type in Rainbow Sponge Lady, but don't X out of this. Just listen to it in the background and start quoting her in the comments so that I can get back in on the action here because it's a good time. Oh, I finished the core here and I didn't go to the rest of the tail. I'm a dummy. At least we finished his head though. Please, I want to see those. I must see Rainbow Sponge Lady. I need to see them quotes. I need to see them quotes, guys. I need to see them happen. It's Rainbow Sponge Lady. That's where it's at, man. Rainbow Sponge Lady. When you're coloring, like I am right now, and you're like, oh yeah. Oh, the colors are so nice. Just like, how much for commission again? It kind of varies based on how much time I spend with it. There's sort of like a go-to guide in the description just to give you guys an idea. The one I'm doing right now is 50, and honestly, I probably shouldn't have been spending this long on it, but, you know, I was like, I really want it to look good. I love Dire Morales, so, I don't know, I guess I was all in on this one.
Now I have a box, Kitty.
You have Kitty in a box. Cats love boxes.
I think I should close it off and ship it to China.
You probably should. Pepe deserves to go back to China. Work in them sweatshops for a while. Then he'll know better. So dense. She can't stand one size. Oh, she... I need the quotes from Rainbow Sponge Lady, guys. Come on. Rainbow Sponge Lady is where it's at. Because, like, the coloring quotes need to happen. Of, like, oh, I just love coloring. Yeah, it's, like, so good. Oh, ooh, oh! It's like she's having, like... She's basically, if you don't want to look it up and you just, like, want to hear what it is, it's basically this lady doing, like, a virgin edge. Oh, dear God, yes. It's this lady doing, like, an infomercial-like thing. And all she's trying to sell is basically sponges. Like, they look like makeup cut sponges, but all they're for is, like, you just dip them in this color dye and you smear it on a piece of paper, and that's all. And she's like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, wiggles. I love to wiggle. It's so freaking stupid, but it's great. The best part is she's dead serious. Oh god. Oh god, I love it so much. You're like the best of Rainbow Sponge Lady. You know, you done well when you accidentally end up becoming a meme. Unless it's something horrible. Where has this been all my life? I don't know. I just learned about it, like, oh gosh, I don't know, a couple weeks ago from Kim. And someone at work showed it to her, and we're like, what? Rainbow Sponge Lady? This is amazing. In fact, I haven't seen it since then. It's so great, though. So I'm fishing from memory, which you guys know my memory.
It's pretty bad.
I'm practically making this up. Yeah. Yeah, I need to hear more Rainbow Sponge Lady. It's a good time. If ever you need a good time, look no further than the Rainbow Sponge Lady. How did I do the center over here? Alright, so I kind of made it like swirl its way up. Like there's kind of like another core kind of swirly in there. Man, I'm spending way too much time on Dire, and I feel bad about it. I swear, Joe, I will get to yours sometime before the year's out. Man, you will have it before Christmas, I swear.
You swear?
I swear, I swear.
I'm not worried about the timing.
A little too much fun. That's the thing. She's always having a little too much fun. It's creepy.
Hamster, don't worry about the timing. It's more or less about the quality.
Yeah. And I spent like a whole day on just the inks, so I hope like the inks are good enough to where like if I do flats, it'll still look really nice. That's what I was going for.
I did pay $50, so I rather quality over
exactly.
timing.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I want to make sure I make it look good. Oof. We found an item. Yay! In this horrible world. We maybe won't die. Is this Dire Morales? Never got to face him in 3, but he looks so cool. Dire Morales is so amazing. Yes, this is Dyer. I thought it says it. Doesn't it say it on the screen? I honestly don't know. I can't see. All right, so now I need to get the next dome, which is probably like here-ish. All right, there we go. I'm gonna try and do the same thing we did before. Nice. Oh no, we have the same icon now. Oh no. Oh no. It's the same. Oh, oh, I can remember. I remember how I said to say your name. Since you're here, reminded me, with, Kim for the gifts, I'm gonna try and record something so that we'll actually have, like, a video. So you guys will get to see the gifts that we were able to get, for Kim for Christmas. So, that'll be great. We're very excited. She's so thankful and grateful. You guys have no idea. So I'm hoping that we'll have some sort of video. Though she's nervous. She's like, I don't know what to do. I want to like give back and do something. Like I don't know. That's not the idea. But you know how it is. It's how people are gonna feel. Maybe if I like curl this out here. Dyer. I'm getting a little tired of your flame effects. She keeps.
I gotta say though, in game they're really cool.
Well, actually, when I went back, I looked at it and I was like, wow, the graphics aren't that great. This guy would look so cool in World though. Like of all the Elder Dragons, he was my top pick. Well, granted, I actually wanted Fatalis first because he's the original, you know, Elder Dragon final boss that I'd want to see, but out of sheer preference of the fight itself, I love Dire Morales' fight. Plus, it might force them to bring back water fighting, you know, which I'm really biased towards.
You know, if they bring back water mechanics, it's one of those situations where it'll be better, like
Yeah.
way
On the
way
PS4,
better.
it's gonna work, you know. Even if you brought back the same controls and didn't even try fixing it, it's gonna be natively better. But
Or
abandoning
it will be absolutely, you know, terrible again.
Yeah, nice save. Yeah, it might be. It wasn't even terrible to begin with. It wasn't great. You just had to get used to it. I don't know.
Not many
I didn't
people
have problems
did give
with
it a chance though.
Huh?
I was one of those people that didn't quite, you know, hate it. It was more or less, it was awkward sometimes, but I enjoyed it here
Yeah,
and there.
it could get awkward, but you really need to just get used to it, you know? Like, once you fought enough things with it, you're like, yes, I can deal with this. It's not that big of a deal. And honestly, like, it's there to add more variety to the monsters. So, losing out on water fighting, the real thing you were losing was monster variety. The fact that you could seriously just chase something into the ocean. Or, like, you can try and escape something by running into the water, but they can still go after you. I don't know, it just made it feel more natural, but at the same time, we could breathe almost forever, but weird things like that, but...
I mean, if the breathing was more serious, it would make water fighting more threatening, but
yeah,
besides
and almost
that,
impossible,
monsters...
too. Alright, I'm gonna add one more to the glow effect thing, and it's gonna be a shadow. So, I actually want to grab the color in the mouth. And we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna mess around with like the foot area. Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Oh yeah, coloring. Oh, coloring. It says on screen they probably just didn't look at. Like see Kim on the Discord again. Yeah, Kim has been off the Discord for a while. There was a lot of complications with it. I've been off Discord for a while too. That's mostly because of I had a new phone and I'm having trouble getting back into Discord. Because you know how it has like that backup code thing and everything, and I don't know what it is, and I haven't had the time to like really sit down and try and let it get me back in, you know? So that's my fault. But still. Hopefully we'll get back to it soon. get back into Discord. There you go. Yeah, kind of darken up some areas. Because we don't want to use black. If you use black, then we won't be able to see anything. Because it'll blend in with the rest of the inks. Instead, I'm just kind of hitting up some areas, kind of want to darken for contrast is all. There we go, just like that. That left, what do I say, wing lava sphere thing doesn't look as good as the one on the right. I just can't tell why. Wait, so hold on. This one doesn't look like that one. Well, they're at different angles. I mean, he's really oblong. Like, we're looking at the side of this one and kind of almost front on this one because they're going back at angles. Hopefully when I add shadows some more, it'll help make that more apparent because I can't really do anything, you know, till then. Make that really clear. Yeah. Just can't do much about that. Yeah, geez, this is not the level of detail I was expecting to do here. This probably should have been more, but whatever. If I'm gonna go over detail on accident, you know, that's not a big deal. I want to make sure I don't, you know, shortcut anybody. That ain't right. All right, let's get a little that scribbly wibblies. Man, I need some Rainbow Sponge Lady quotes. Sometimes it's the house she's saying it makes it so great, though. There, I'll lie about that. Here we go. And just a little bit up here. There we go. That should all be finished. I'm gonna do the tail a bit. This is definitely background, so let's darken that. Wow, that almost completely got rid of that segment. What the heck am I hearing in the background there? Is that a TV? Nope.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm playing the PS4 with my headset on next to my computer, so.
It's really loud. Is it a shooter?
Yeah, the gun segments are loud for some reason.
Is really loud.
Well, may turn that down too.
Yeah, can you do something about that?
Display audio.
There you go.
Volumes. There is no turn down effects. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, probably just angle of the wings. I think that's what it is, guys. It's probably just the angle they're at. I'm gonna just like quickly throw some of this in here. Rowan's gonna be like, oh my god, didn't expect you to blow that much time on it. I couldn't help it. It wasn't finished. There we go. Let's throw a little bit of dark up here. There we go. There. Tail. Done. Whew. The only things I think of quoting are her gasps and exclamations, raising higher an octave. Yeah, it's... she's more of like a... having awkward, like, orgasm noises on stream. That's what makes it so weird. Amongst other things.
Awkward.
Yeah, very awkward. It's the good kind of awkward, though. It's super creepy and funny. Loud gun noises. Perfect background for creating art, of course. It's also perfect for a live-action Monster Hunter movie.
Oh, please don't remind me of that, please.
Oh.
I really wish they would just make it like traditional, not
You know,
real.
we're finally getting what the Resident Evil fans have been like crying about for so long. They're like, please make it stop. Pick another franchise. And Capcom was like, all right. I'm looking at you, Monster Hunter. No!
They're just going to ruin it. They're just going to kill Monster Hunter. People just leave the series forever, never come back because of one bad experience.
Well, I mean, the same thing they did with Resident Evil. It's the same company doing the movie. You know?
I know.
And you know how bad those turned out.
Well, why? I look at the Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Compared to the movies, and I'm thinking, like, what,
like, where is your source inspiration here? Like, what? I'm sure they were just like, that's why I'm scared about The Witcher Netflix again. Like, they were just like, it's an excuse to do something else that they want with an IP that's not really the same thing. They're like, hey, can we do zombies? Zombies. Hey, zombies. Cool.
I mean,
like,
the
no!
monster designs were just perfect, but where was the story? Where was the...
I don't know.
Like, it was supposed to be a horror... The movies were too action-thrilled for me. I don't know.
Which, to be fair, the only Resident Evil games that people don't like are like 5 and 6. They're just like action games. They're not horror games anymore. Which, I mean, they went back and they totally straight up fixed that in RE7.
Biohazard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Biohazard, yeah.
If they would just do that with the movie and follow some sort of storyline, maybe people would like it. But that's just a big if.
That's a big if.
But they would have to do so much to appease them.
Yeah, I feel like it's already too late. You've lost that crowd.
Yeah.
Just like, what's one more film of that gonna do? You know, you've already...
Pilvid, they lost their chance.
I feel like, you know, they realized with 7, like, this is what people wanted. That they're like, we can't let them do that anymore. And they're like, oh, well, whatever. What's another franchise of ours with pretty much no story that we can let our movie team just botch? Ooh, Monster Hunter.
Go
They
ahead.
don't have a story.
Everyone.
What if we made Monster Hunter in real life?
Oh. Oh.
What if we took your dreams of a good film
And crushed it.
and crushed them? Hashtag crush it.
Live action with
Yeah.
Monster? No. They would have to, if they wanted to really impress, would be to make it actual like Monster Hunter. Even
But
then,
still,
they would
I don't
probably.
see a Monster Hunter movie ever working. Now I've
If
heard
the
there's been
There's been
a Metal Gear Solid movie supposedly in the works for a long time. And actually it's been in development hell for a good reason though. The director wants to be very faithful to the source material, and that's taking him a long time of fighting to get the script perfect. So, like, I can see that being different. But the thing is, with, like, the Monster Hunter film, I'm like, it's taking so long for it to come out. I'm really concerned what's happening. You know, like, they're either being met with some opposition somewhere, which good, because there's a lot of
delay
people
them more.
What?
Delay them more.
Yeah, just keep delaying it so it doesn't happen, but I feel like it's inevitable. You can't stop it.
I mean,
Inevitable.
I mean, what I really liked about one of the Monster Hunter series was Monster Hunter 4. The Caravaneer. Come on, he was the.
Caravaneers is great.
Yeah, that was like immediately. The story at some points got a little stale, a little.
I mean, there was never much story in Monster Hunter to begin with, but yeah, at least
They
the
tried.
characters were kind of fun. Yeah, they at least kind of tried. In 5, however, I got more problems with it because it's like not as self-aware of itself being like so bad like it was in 4. They're legitimately trying, and it shows because they're not doing well in World. I'm like, ugh. Ugh.
At least Monster Hunter 4 had good characters.
Let's put it all together. The game's very good. Oh, Hamster, out of curiosity, how little do you make from posting videos? Pennies.
Cents.
Yeah, pennies, man.
I'm actually crying.
It's terrible. Like, I make basically nothing.
But one thing, one thing I did
100%
do
do
with
this
my
because I
character
love
in
doing
Monster Hunter
it.
World,
Yeah.
I called him the Carabiner and gave him all the catchphrases.
You're the one to get it done.
No, I'm serious. Whenever I'm in a hunt with people, I will say that whenever they finish the hunt.
Yeah.
And I get so many positive responses. And I actually have the layered armor for him. And I went online and I looked at his face and I copied it down to the bare bone. Actually, do I have a picture of him? I do have a picture of him. Give me a second.
Yeah, post that on the Monster Hunter board or something. It's great.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's your Monster Hunter general chat? Okay.
To hunt
Here-
with the Carabiner.
If you want to play with me, guys, I'm on Steam. Just give me a heads up.
Right now, you mean?
No, I'm joking. I'm
Uh,
not going to play Monster Hunter right now.
I was
Does
gonna
that-
do it today, but I kind of didn't have time. Ooh, he's
Ha-
much
Hamster
darker,
Bomb.
much more boom.
Look
Such
into a
boom, much
general.
wow.
Alright, Monster Hunter. Look in Monster Hunter general. I sent
Yeah.
it.
I will have to check in a moment. I'm really close to finishing. And Kim's been home for a while. I was supposed to get off when she... Oh, shoot. Kind of spiraled that on accident. I was supposed to get off earlier. So I gotta prepare for that job interview for tomorrow. Oops.
And he also gave him the point gesture whenever he does it.
Yeah.
So he's like, "You're the one to get it done."
You're the one to get it done.
And whenever I'm stunned, I'm.
Isn't there a Guildmarm too?
Oh my god! Don't remind me.
Oh no, that's the handler, isn't it?
I think she tries it. She tries something similar to that. Handler. I really. Whenever they bring back characters, I wish they just bring back the originals instead of
actually
making
bring-
these new
yeah.
ones. Because they had such good personalities.
Yeah, right.
And oh, come on.
And something in World, they hit a sour spot. Like, nobody likes Handler. Or if people like Handler, they like her ironically. You know, like how much they hate her. Ugh, she's so
Oh.
bad. Yeah.
Someone said they said underneath my picture, I still remember how this guy basically tried to kill us in the Carabiner challenge.
Yeah, he did. He was like, "You can do it," and you're like, "No, this is bad." Though I still remember that one. That didn't kill me. So all their challenges that they keep trying, I'm waiting for one to finally do me in on my first try, and it hasn't happened yet. The Master's Test is a big one. I was pretty proud of myself for that one. That was intense.
Yeah, someone said his Master's Challenge is worse.
Oh yeah, you haven't played it?
Yeah, I did. It sucked, but I got through it.
Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. The fact that like there's no HP cuts at all. You're like, no, you have to fight all three. 'Cause that Devil Joe is half the fight.
Yeah, but if you get time, take a look in General. You'll get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, hold on, I'm super close. Yeah, let's change this red. That's intense. It's too much. Nah, not an orange or a yellow. It'll just clash. Maybe if we got like a dark... Blue doesn't seem to look right. Though he does come out of the water. I could also just turn the saturation way down on this and make it like... No, I meant saturation, yeah, not the lightness.
You know why I don't like about games is whenever they continue to give you a tutorial when you're like past the tutorial part.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish there was like an option to be, you know, hey, I want to turn this off now.
Yeah, geez Louise, like,
Or
Super Mario Party, you are forced to listen to the instructions every single time you play a game. Like, talk about a way to force people to stop playing your games fast. They're just so aggravating. Alright, I'm gonna save these 2 versions really quick. And I will post them on what is it, Discord, and then I'll check out your Carabiner when I go there.
Yeah, if it doesn't get overwhelmed by chat.
Oh yeah, hope not. All right, this is Dire Morales. Q. And then I'm gonna make a PNG. Oh, hold on. No, I gotta make a PNG, but the PNG doesn't have those. Or no, is the circle still there? I think I was keeping the circles on them. Yeah, so. PNGs. Yeah, the shapes are still there. Okay, so. Dire Morales. Alright. That's Dave. Oof. Looking like Dire. Good. He took a while. Boy, did he take a while to get finished. But anyway, it's still saving. As soon as it's totally finished. Oh, hey, did the stream go down? Why did the stream go down? Encoding overloaded. What the heck happened? My internet died. I wonder if Kim turned something on downstairs. Anyway, I guess it temporarily dropped me and put me back on. Anyway, that was weird. So I'm gonna post this. Let's see. Yeah, in the Wycademy. Okay, we gotta post our 2 new Dire Moraleses. This is Rowan's. You guys, of course, can still download them. They're like heavily polluted ocean. Man, the drop frames are intense right now too. So this is definitely the end of the stream. Real shame that it's not working, but you know, whatever. I'm gonna throw these on there, so they're there. Of course, like I said, I'm gonna be doing more commissions for you guys. So if you're interested in getting something done like this, you can check out the rest of them that are on Discord on the page Wycademy. It's under the Patreon exclusive stuff, and you can find all of them I've done in there. Both the PNG transparent background version and then the one with the colored background. So Dire just got posted in there. Real happy with him. And I'm going to be doing Joe, yours next. I'm going to color that offline probably because I got so much other stuff and this took me way too long to get done here. And then, let's see, Squad Fam, I know I'm going to be doing his. He's got one for a friend. And then Girl Without a Fairy as well. There's another one coming up. But still, I can work in the rest of you guys' stuff. I'm doing at least a stream of these a week, so we should be set. I think that's about time we wrap things up. Yeah, that was not working well there, so quickly, I'm going to try and pull up Monster Hunter General so I can see this. Carabiner.
The face is not revealed.
Ah, I see him though. You're the one to get it done.
It's
That's
as
still
close
awesome,
as I
though.
could get with them.
Yeah, it's still great. Alrighty, anyways, I need to get going, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. Expect a Monster Hunter stream sometime this week. Probably not tomorrow because I have that interview and I'm going to be really busy, and I don't even know about the day after that. I have been so busy lately, and there's so much stuff happening that I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but it will be happening soon. I swear, because I know it was supposed to be this past Friday, and I completely missed it because of the weekend trip thing. and now I've got all this stuff to finish up too. So, whew, busy. But anyway, our internet is not working out, so I gotta end this thing. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you all in the next stream. Boop.
Bye.